live at the intersection of Pearl Snaps and Party. There stands a crossroads, and there a sign marks a proper distinction for two teams that converged on that confluence, a sign that reads one word, plain and clear, Nashville. It's Music City, and it's two brands, and their two bands, who entertain the locals through the wee hours of the morning. And Tennessee's finest will be subject to the glory once again tonight. Welcome to the greatest party in sports. And welcome inside the Rage Cage. I'm Drake Toll, here to hold your hand or your beer for the next 2 hours of tango. And it's an honor to share the booth again with my best friend, my roommate on this trip, room 207 at the Red Roof Inn, the conscientious cowboy Brett Loftus, and partner, it's good to get these two back together.
And it's good the Tailgaters and Party Animals are back as well. Only 2 times they played each other in the first half of the year. That's got to be criminal. But it's been 2 different crossroads, really, of what we've seen since then. Party Animals have fallen off, but came back with their series win last weekend. And the Tailgaters have simply revolutionized the way the sport and the game of bananaball is played.
I think everybody right now is chasing the Texas Tailgaters, not just in the standings, but from a gameplay standpoint. Trick plays to elite starting pitching, the Tailgaters are the standard right now. But the Party Animals are red hot. Let's tell you why and take you back just 6 days ago to New Jersey. It was the Jersey Shore, Knicks in 5. I'm still being told that rings in my ears after the 5th Benadryl. Todd Frazier, his second special guest appearance on the sport of bananaball. The first time he's donned the black and pink as a party animal after debuting with the Bananas last season in Cincinnati. And against the former Tailgater Brett Carson, pops out to the former party animal Sal Jacobo, but a huge moment and a huge special guest for those black and pink. Then Brett Helton, the star of the weekend. 9 innings, a bananaball shutout after a loss in Game 1 on Thursday. The Party Animals rallied on Friday behind that right arm.
Yeah, I mean, earning 2 points, not losing one, just gave up 1 run. Helton was special, man. You only strike out 2 guys.
Yeah.
You're talking about inducing a lot of contact and being what he is, the Greek god of bananaball. What about this? What's her name?
Denise in the beach hat. Some friendly fire against Loco Beach. Bronson Ballholm loved it, and Brett Helton celebrated deep into the night. Another complete game for B. Helt, and then Drew Gillespie slammed the door. You're trying to get his get back, and Gillespie got it with a save in Game 3. The Animals, for the first time this season, win a series against the Loco Beach Coconuts, taking 2 out of 3 and winning by a singular point in that Game 3 rubber match. Here is Brett Helton and his complete games in the history of bananaball. He has over half the complete games we've ever seen in this sport. 2 of them this year, the first 2 of their kind in the Bananaball Championship League.
Yeah, and what's interesting to me, he has the only 2 complete games as an away pitcher where he's recorded all 27 outs, September the 4th, 2023, and then in Game 2 in Jersey Shore. 9 innings, getting all 27 outs as the away team, not allowing a single walk-off in the sport of bananaball is very, very special, and that's exactly what Brett Helton did last weekend.
Yeah, our own Matty Warren was fieldside pregame and talked to the man who said he could throw 117, 118 right now and do it all over again if you want him to.
Brett Helton, I feel like I've seen you around here. Oh, yeah, you're up on the video board. That's why your face looks familiar. Now, Nashville, let's start here. It's Party Animal Central, let's be honest. This is the perfect city for the Party Animals to come to, give a headlining show. But I think the coolest thing about it is that you have a mega talented band that got to perform on Broadway and a mega talented teammate that got to perform on Broadway last night. Does that kind of give a little bit of oomph to the guys to like go out, support the rest of your cast, support one of your teammates to come in to play today?
Yeah, first off, it doesn't matter where they're at, we're going to support them. So like they've had a bunch of gigs that are like in the same city or close to where we're at, and we just go in deep and take the place over and just support them as much as we possibly can. But then you do it where we're right by and our hotel's right here and you're in a 6th spot. It's a no-brainer that we're going to go there, root them on, and it was so much fun. We packed the whole thing out, and it was lit because they put on a great show. Bobo did amazing. Party Down was incredible. So, I mean, start to finish, it was perfect. But you bring us to a city where there's music in every single bar, in every single restaurant, and there's music everywhere. What do you expect us to do? We're going to go crazy.
It's electric, and the momentum is obvious. So we have the momentum of Nashville just being here, but we also have the momentum of last weekend, which I know Brett and Drake will talk to you about a little bit more. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Complete game. What kind of momentum are you coming off of from last weekend?
It's just kind of like the perfect outing. You dream about it. You want to do it all the time. You want to be out there for the whole game, start to finish. So, like, when you do it, it's the highlight. You think about it. You wonder what you did good. You wonder what you need to improve on to try and do it again. So it's really fun to just kind of sit back. I can replay how it went. It's funny that we won't see the coconuts anymore. So, like, everything that we did to get to that point to be able to throw 5 at-bats against the same team to get through a full game is kind of doesn't matter now because we don't play them again until the playoffs. So it's kind of cool that we can dive in all the games it took us against the coconuts over and over to feel the hitters, to see how they play, to get a feel for their lineup, and then we can do something like that and dominate the whole game. It's very fun, but now it's over with. They're gone. So now I got to start all over again. I get to watch 2 full games of the Tailgaters because I'll just be hanging out and dancing today and tomorrow. So I'll see who's hot, see who's seeing up and down, in and out, kind of how our pitchers pitch, and it'll help me for that game on Saturday. But same as always, I'm going to go out there with the same mindset. I'm going to throw strikes. I'm going to have fun and just do the absolute best that I do. And sometimes it's for 7 innings, sometimes it's for 9. So I don't care what it happens as long as the boys win and the guys are there and, you know, vibes are high and the fans love it. Nothing else matters. But I'm going to be shooting for 9 innings again.
It's Brett Helton. It's a party animal, so you know it's going to be the greatest party in sports here in Nashville this weekend. Guys.
Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Maddie. And there's a scrumptious shot of that Brett Helton who graced the video board here in Nashville all morning long. And we are moments away from first pitch between the Party Animals and the Texas Tailgaters. And those Tailgaters lead the Bananaball Championship League in a very important stat. And that stat is wins.
Nobody has ever gotten to 20 wins faster, Drake Toll, in the history of Bananaball. But the other 3 teams that have gotten to 20 wins first in 2023, those Party Animals. 2024, those Bananas. In 2025, the Party Animals again won the Tour Championship. There's a trend there. I'm just saying there's a trend, Drake Toll.
Well, I've already seen the script, and the Party Animals do win the 2026 Bananaball Tour Championship as well, the first league championships. I'm not sure where you're getting your information.
I actually got it from your ex-girlfriend. I believe her name is
Morgan?
Morgan. What was her last name?
Morgantown?
You know, the Texas Tailgaters were just there last weekend playing the Indianapolis Clowns, and boy, oh boy, let me tell you, those country roads.
You talked to Morgan?
They lead you to beautiful, beautiful mountains. They also lead you to pretty cool stats. We just talked about quickest team to 20 wins ever. How about the quickest team to 400 trick plays in a season ever? The Texas Tailgaters did that last weekend in Game 1. And what about Princess JB serving up Apo tacos for dinner? His 6th Yaya of the year, tied 4th best in the BBCL, and JB en route to a win, and his 2nd showman of the game in Game 1 over the Clowns. It was domination in Game 1 for the boys in red, white, and blue, and then it was my July in Game 2. Jason Arndt, in place of the injured Kyle Martin, goes Yaya for the first time this year, the 2nd time in his Bananaball career, and would be the game-winning home run. But this would be the play that took us by storm. A 6-4, 6-3 double play, also a double trick play, the first of its kind in our sport of Bananaball. And then, obviously, the play everybody's wanting to see, the final out. 3-2. The Texas Tailgaters win their 5th straight ball game in Morgantown. They win they sweep back-to-back series for the first time ever, and they are the best team in Bananaball.
Did she mention me? Did she say anything?
She mentioned Drake, but she talked about Iceman or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
I tell you, these Texas Tailgaters, watching from afar as the Party Animals have done the last couple of months, have been tearing it up. And that is shown in our broadcaster power rankings every week. Texas has been at number 1 those last 2 months, and you said it earlier, you got to go right back to it. The first team to 20 wins wins. That's been consistent in our sport.
Yeah, and I think when you look at it, first 3-game series sweep in Charlotte, back-to-back series sweeps. That top line, though, 5-game winning streak, the longest in the young history of the Tailgaters. How has that happened? Because they've scored runs that have led to a lot of points. Let's look at the month of June and the RBI leaders thus far. 7 of the top 9 all wear blue and orange, Drake Toll. They have scored 67 runs in the month of June. The next closest entering the night, the Firefighters with 35. This Tailgaters lineup, this Tailgaters offense has been exceptional. You know what else is exceptional?
My hair.
That's actually what I was going to say.
Is
I don't
it
know how
really?
you knew. Yeah, I missed you so much. I figured, I need to give you a compliment tonight. I missed you a lot. I hadn't seen you in what feels like 4 years.
Yeah.
Really more or less 3 months since, what was that, Old Sack? Is
You
that what they
broke
called
the
that?
seat on my boat. 3 weeks ago.
We don't have to tell them that.
Yeah, well,
Your
did.
boat is old, by the way.
It's not old.
It's old. You told me you paid $27,917 for a boat that already had a broken seat.
It's not true. $27,918 to be exact. And let's take you back to old Sacktown, where these two teams played a 2-game set, and it was back before the Bananaball opened. So the Party Animals were the home team in Game 1, the visiting team in Game 2, and Night 1, all the stars were out. All the trick plays were out as well.
Yeah, 32 combined trick plays, which at that time set the single-game combined trick play record that has since been broken in El Paso by the Tailgaters and Firefighters, who had 33 in that game. And then again last Saturday in Lincoln, Nebraska, where the Bananas and Firefighters combined for 33 in the game. That was a special night, though. Indiana Stanley had a couple of home runs that night. Jake Skoll prevailed to be the hero, though, as the Party Animals walked it off in showdowns. And then a darty the next day in which the Tailgaters were victorious. But there's a man who is really prompted.
This has been my favorite part of not playing the Texas Tailgaters the last 3 months, is not seeing that man. It's Kyle Martin, isn't it?
Show me the graphic.
Yeah, there you go.
I know you love to talk all the time about Mr. Triple Crown, Mr. X. Kyle Martin has a chance to do something in his 31st game of the year. It'll be game 32 for the Tailgaters, but his 31st game of the year, he can break the single-season home run record tonight that Jake Skoll set last year in 65 games played. You see it. RBI, he's on pace to pass Skoll. Average, on pace to pass Skoll. OPS, on pace to pass Skoll. All those numbers you see from Jake Skoll, single-season Bananaball records that he set last year in 2025. What Kyle Martin has done this year has been incredible.
There's a chance that Martin rewrites the record books on home runs this weekend. Just needs one in this 3-game series in Nashville. Kyle Martin, you see that little blurb at the very bottom, is on pace for a historic, dominant season in the Bananaball Championship League. Status on his health, by the way?
He's playing tonight. He's feeling really, really good. He was line dancing last night at Jason Art's concert, so I think Kmart is doing all good. You know another guy that dances a little bit? Gracias as Cheito would say.
It's the thank you guy, isn't it?
It's the thank you guy. Brett Sanchez facing off against your good friend.
Yeah. If there's been one pitcher, one starter better since the Bananaball opened than Garrett Delano and Bananaball, it has been Brett Sanchez. Sanchez's numbers speak for themselves, and Garrett Delano has caught on. After a slow start to his year, he said in essence in his mind, he treated those first couple of games as almost preseason. I'm ramping up, I'm learning about my body, my arm, about who I'm going to be in 2026. He has figured it out since then, and Brett Sanchez has just been the epitome of consistency all season long.
And Sanchi has been that since he entered Bananaball 354 days ago. My good friend Stink played your Party Animals in Louisville, Kentucky, as he was visiting. This was his first career Bananaball start, first career appearance, and he absolutely shoved, Drake Toll.
Kid from Slidell, Louisiana. You couldn't have known at that time. There were members of that visitors team, the developmental team of Bananaball, that did not make it in this sport. And ultimately, the question was, Brett Sanchez on the mound and via the entertainment, a Bananaballer? And the answer was unequivocally yes. There are even shades of that. Thank you. And well, he wasn't quite evolved back then, but a Sanchez 2-2. He proved his worth in this sport, and he has backed it up this season.
And he's been incredible both inducing trick plays and trick pitches, which, as you know, is a part of our 11. What do they call them?
Well, those would be the 11 rules. And now for the man who owns the company and is my boss, my best friend in the world and my roommate this weekend at room 307 at the True by Hilton, Jesse Cole.
Bananaball is the fastest and most entertaining show in sports. And the 11 rules guarantee the most fans-first experience every second.
Unbelievable!
Welcome to the Bananaball Championship League.
Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. The team that scores the most runs in an inning wins the point.
It's a walk-off winner to the deepest part of the field! Oh my goodness!
With the equalizer point, trick plays provide the away team an opportunity to earn a point going into the final inning. And in the final inning, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, Bananaball has a 2-hour time limit, guaranteeing that every game is fast-paced and action-packed. Rule number 3, no stepping out of the batter's box. If you do, it will result in a strike.
Max stepped out of the box, and because he stepped out of the box, that's it.
Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you'll be thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base.
Ball 3, Gideon taking off for first, throw from Leroy, in time!
Rule number 6, there's no walks. Walks are ball 4 sprints. The batter can advance as far as they want until every position player touches the ball.
Those defenders have touched the banana ball. It is a 4-base sprint to open up the ball game.
Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, foul balls caught by a fan count as an out.
Oh, they caught it! They did! They caught it on the third toss! We're doing a showdown!
Rule number 9, the showdowns. In showdowns, the best of the best face off in the biggest moment. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder behind him. And the hitter has to score.
Deep to right center! See you later!
Rule number 10, the banana ball challenge rule gives the coaches and you, the fans, a chance to impact a call on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter. Once a game, each team can give any player an at-bat regardless of the lineup. This offers the biggest matchups on the biggest stage.
Big on big. Gamer, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone!
Get out of here, ball! That thing had a family!
And those are the rules of banana ball.
Nashville, but so far we understand the game will not be delayed and we expect an on-time first pitch of 7:30 tonight. Let's take you down to the field with those party animals and Texas
is ready. The players are ready. And now it's time for you, the fans, to get ready. So we need everyone who is able to get up out of your seats, on your feet, and please help me welcome tonight's fan warm-up leader, 6-year-old Peyton. All right, Peyton, here's how it's gonna go. Whatever you do, this whole sold-out stadium is going to do. Are you ready? Let's party, y'all! Let's start with some claps. And we're waving. Ooh, is that a little disco? Ooh, let's bring it around town. Scuba. Not the jumping jacks. And we got some more claps. Peyton, this whole crowd is cheering for you. Nashville, give it up one more time for your fan warm-up leader, Peyton.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and partiers from around the world, tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live, and thousands more watching at home, have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imaginations. From 6th Street to Bourbon Street, from Tampa Bay to Broadway, party people come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the Rage Cage, where the wildest, craziest, sexiest players step into the gauntlet. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. this is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God, featuring Lil Jon. This is the time for all 10,000 fans here in Nashville, Tennessee, to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest party in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is bananaball.
Now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your party animals. Coming from the left field berm, the right fielder, X. Jake Skull. Coming from the Vanderbilt Health Picnic Place, the first baseman, number 2, Jason Swan. Coming from section 121, the catcher, number 5, Andy Cosgrove. Coming from section 216, the center fielder, number 6, Reese Hampton. Up here in the Panda Den with me, the designated hitter, number 3, TJ Reed. Coming from section 201, the shortstop, number 11, Chase Acup. Coming from section 113, the left fielder, number 4, Tanner Thomas. On top of the third base dugout, the third baseman, number 8, Bryson Bloomer. Also on top of the third base dugout, the second baseman, number 9, the State Paper. On top of the first base dugout, the extra hitter, he wears 407, Mark Ballard. Coming from the first base dugout, tonight's starting pitcher, wearing 777, Delano. The head coach for the Party Animals is Mike Bob Bases. He's assisted by Thomas Sim, Shady Simino, and Anthony, how you doing, Coramado.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise with your caps and join us in honoring America with the singing of tonight's national anthem. Please welcome to the field, Brielle.
Oh, say, can you see I the dawn's early light? What's so proud?
Nashville, stay standing. Put your arm around the person to your left. Put your arm around the person to your left.
Two teams that have not met in 3 months. Two brands that locked arms week after week a season ago. It's the Pinstripes versus the Black and Pink. It's the Texas Tailgaters, the favorite to win the Bananaball Championship against the defending Bananaball champion Party Animals. To quote a great man, where else would you rather be?
Goodness gracious alive, Drake Toll! I want to be right here in the Music City, my friend.
Well, good thing it's exactly where we are. Here they come, the defense of the Party Animals. Let's say hello to how they'll line up from left to right across the outfield where we start. Tanner Thomas, Reese Hampton, John Howard Bobo, the designated fielder. Skoll will hit. He'll lead the game off as John Howard Bobo is in right. And you'll notice that 59 next to Chase Acup. That's the number of trick plays for the shortstop chosen for the Party Animals. And 59 paces the entire team. The Black and Pink will need a whole lot of those tonight to stave off the equalizer point the Texas Tailgaters are hunting. If those Tailgaters have more trick plays than the Party Animals, going into the final inning, they'll be awarded an added point. Andy Cosgrove will catch for Garrett Delano. 777 has been incredible since the Bananaball opened. 6'2", 210-pound righty from Callahan, Florida. Delano, 4-year college career at Brown before heading off to Mercer to complete things. Played for the Savannah Bananas in the Coastal Plain League before going into construction. And coming back as a stalwart of this brand, the Party Animals, making his 15th start this season. At the fastball at 93 miles an hour, Delano works against one of the best batting orders in the entire Bananaball Championship League, those Texas Tailgaters.
Yeah, the best right now, Drake Toll. They have been absolutely incredible, and it's been since this man has went to the leadoff spot in Zach Watson, hitting .333 since assuming the top spot in the order. Nick Lopez right behind him, an all-star season ago. In the auction, Kyle Martin, who can do some history tonight. If he hits a home run, can surpass Jake Skoll in the single-season home run king. The man I'm really looking at, though, in this lineup to get it going is Mac Danford. I think tonight's the night where Mac Danford can really get himself back on the track that we've seen him in the first half of last year.
A.J. Kirsch is down on the field. It is a sold-out house here in Nashville. There's one thing left to do.
Fans down to the field with A.J. Kirsch we go. Hey, A.J., this crowd looks ready to start this party.
Nashville, the moment you have been waiting for has arrived. It is time to kick off the greatest party in sports. We're gonna start that patented Bananaball 2-hour time limit clock. And in order to do that, we're gonna count it down, but instead of 0, I need each and every one of you to yell, "Start the party," as loud as you can. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Showtime!
It is showtime from Music City. 777's Garrett Delano toes the rubber against the LSU legend Zach Watson. It's a 3-game stretch. Let's play Bananaball in Nashville. And underway with the ball outside. Hunter Ives, the home plate umpire, standing just behind Andy Cosgrove. The 1-1.
Waddy, man, last 10 games since Knoxville, Tennessee, hitting .333. And I know you're not a man of numbers, you're a man of character, of story time. Jazz Watson, his wife, his lovely wife, painted him some Woody spikes inspired by Toy Story for that series. He's been wearing them ever since.
Watson, tap left side, it stays foul. Finds himself in a 1-2 hole. Watson has struck out 13 times in his 96 plate appearances this season. And Garrett Delano has been privy to those Ks. had 9 of them in his first 3 innings of work a few weekends ago in Indianapolis against the Clowns. 1-2. He got him. Garrett Delano spares no time for the Crab Selly.
And you know, Toll, that has been the scouting report on the Tailgaters this year. Fastballs up and 2 strike counts are going to get guys fishing, and Garrett Delano has obviously been watching his tape. That's the place to go there to get out number 1 and strike out number 1.
Texas Tailgaters as a team have struck out second most in the Bananaball Championship League, but that's more because of their power approach. I don't think you've really got to change much. I don't think Joe Mikulik and company are worried about that number.
And it's kind of been not a feast or famine as it was to start the year. Yeah, they've been the second most struck out team, but they also have the second best batting average in the league as well.
Yep. Nick Lopez, a big hack. He comes up empty. And Delano is in prime position for consecutive Ks to start this ball game. The righty deals. Right back to him. Trick play opportunity. Garrett Delano, his 3rd trick play on the season, first of the night for the Party Animals. And it's 2 up, 2 down.
Como se dice bucket in Party Animal?
Count it for Garrett Delano. Beautiful replay from our truck. And here comes a man on the precipice of history, Kyle Martin.
What Kmart has done this year has been nothing short of incredible. I mean,
yeah,
it's 15 home runs, and he's played in 30 of the 31 games thus far for the Texas Tailgaters. Give you another number to put it in perspective. Skull hit 15 and 65 last year, Drake. Same amount thus far of football to baseball stadium home runs. 4 in football stadiums, 11 in baseball stadiums thus far for Kmart and for Skull last year.
That's the first question a lot of people ask is, all right, his home run numbers are so solid. How many are in football stadiums, those short porches? Not near as many as you'd expect out of the 15, just 4 as you mentioned. Delano tries to work around him, and a ball 4 sprint is the result. And Kmart wants 2. The Party Animals caught sleeping. He's got it, and then some.
The auction moves really well to be 33 years old. Hey, you asked him about his health pregame? There's your answer, by the way. Yeah. He can move, and Brian Chopre, our athletic trainer, should get a lot of love because he worked with Kmart the whole week, and Kmart is feeling really, really good, as you can tell, with a 2-bagger via ball 4 sprint, the first base runner of the ball game.
And if you look at Kyle Martin up and down, you don't expect him to have that kind of speed. I think the Party Animals defense moves slower because of that. The perception is, oh, here's our Barry Bonds up here. He's just going to walk to first base.
Also, when your defense is playing as deep as they are because you're in fear of him hitting it over your head, it's going to be harder to get him there at second.
Jordan Barth wears 1.
You see him look at him. That's one of his best friends in this life, man. Garrett Delano, Jordan Barth go way, way back. You know what Barth told me earlier today? Can I tell you a secret between me, you, and God, Drake?
You got it. All right.
JB said, I don't care if I go 1 for 17 this weekend as long as that one is a home run off of Garrett Delano.
No dice this time. That's the 8th hit by pitch thrown by Delano this season. He just let you know he's there.
Yeah.
Now Taylor Justice. Now in Bananaball in that spot. You've now got the force out at third base. Gives you an easier time left side of the infield. Maybe not the worst thing in the world for Delano. Justice in right. Kyle Martin wants to score. He will not. John Howard Bobo, the designated fielder. That's why he's designated right there. Guns down Kyle Martin and then some. Flash the glove in an elite defensive play for the black and pink.
Man, what Big Bo has done over the last month has been nothing short of incredible. He's got a lot more time as a designated fielder out there in right field. He can do trick plays, but he's got a cannon out there as well. Speaking of really good trick play defenses, why don't we look at the best in all of Bananaball here in the Texas Tailgaters? It's pretty much the same as it always is, besides Jason Arndt back in the starting lineup tonight. He's going to be out left. Zach Watson will be in right. You see there on the corners, Justice Barth up the middle. The 2 guys that still lead Bananaball in trick plays. Your leader in Sunshine and your captain, Jordan Hussein, at shortstop. Taj Porter behind the dish. and he's catching our good friend with 9 trick plays this year as a pitcher. Stank. Brett Sanchez, as we mentioned, from Slidell, Louisiana. 354 days ago, made his bananaball debut against the Party Animals, where he threw 4 innings and earned what is now the final win in the history of the visitors. 46 strikeouts, 3rd best this year. He also has the 3rd most trick plays induced.
Yeah, he's pretty good, Brett, and he's one of 2 truly elite starters the Tailgaters have found so far in 2026. He'll have to face an elite lineup, though. Starting with the MVP, Jake Skoll is in the 1 hole. He'll lead it off tonight for the Animals, and moving to the 2 spot is Jason Swan. One of the reasons why. 463 OBP, and he's only struck out 7 times in 121 plate appearances. The goal is, even if Skoll and Swan get out, make Sanchez throw 14 pitches through the first 2 guys that he sees, teeing up Andy Cosgrove, the Rookie of the Year. And if Andy reads, Reese Hampton is waiting there in the 4 hole.
I talked to Coach Anthony Coromato, the hitting coach for the Animals, for about 35 minutes today. He said he walked into Vava's office this morning and said, I got something for you. Skoll lead off Jason Swan in the 2 hole for exactly what you just said. These guys are going to go up there and make the pitcher work, and now you come into the bottom of the 1st, 1 swing of the bat, walks off the inning for the black and pink.
Yeah, I talked about it with, you just mentioned Mike Vivace's Anthony Coromato, in discussions about how to draw up this lineup. Talking about, Jason Swan, 1 hole, 2 holes, he lead off. One of the big things Vava gave was, man, he's just so sneaky in the middle of the lineup. All of a sudden, you find Jason Swan there as hello World Cup. Trick pitch on the way. Brett Sanchez fires high and out.
He just kicked it back off the field.
Yep, all right. I was told in Savannah, Georgia, that is $400 soccer ball.
420.
But in Morgantown, West Virginia,
it's 325.
That's a steal.
Sunshine called the general manager of the store, the Dick's Sporting Goods, in Morgantown, West Virginia, and said, hey, man, it was $420. Can you give it to me for a better price? He said $325. They said sold, walked over there, Ubered it back to our hotel in Morgantown.
Skoll, this is exactly why you do it. Fighting off pitches, quality AB en route. No fan-caught foul ball. He stays safe. And the count remains at 2s. Taj Porter, former Party Animal, says, hey, I like that. Skoll said, no, payoff. And Jake Skoll has got himself a base hit. Under the diving glove of Jonathan Sunshine Looters, and the Party Animals are 90 feet closer to walking off the 1st inning and taking a 1-0 lead.
We have seen Sunshine make some mind-blowing plays this year, and we almost see him make another one, but instead, it's our 2nd hit of the ball game, the 1st for the Party Animals, and now it's the man we know and love. He's been underrated for way too long. It's Jason Swan.
Skoll got buried in a hole there pretty quick, too. Worked his way back. And just out of the diving reach of Sunshine at 2nd. Swanee, on the 2nd pitch he gets, trick play opportunity in right field. Backflip, yes! Zach Watson.
Waddy, whoa, book it, and then a couple of thank yous from the LSU legend. That's his cleanest one of the year. Don't do it to him, Zach.
On the fly out from Swan, here comes the Rookie of the Year, Andy Cosgrove. Kirkland, Washington kid. Cos has 3 home runs on his campaign. All 3 of those came in 1 game in Tacoma. His hometown weekend.
That was his first time playing there since high school, is that correct?
In 10 years.
Yeah.
Sanchez. That's off of Cosgrove's hand.
But did it make contact with the bat? I believe it did.
That's the question that Hunter Ives answers pretty quickly, the home plate umpire, and says absolutely. Foul ball. It's a replay.
Yeah, we were just a little...
He scraped a pinky, but got a lot of bat there, that's for sure.
Much more bat than hand.
Correct. Those can sting. Cos takes high. Skoll dances off of 1st for the catcher, Andy Cosgrove. He's got 22 RBI this season. Number 23 would walk the inning off.
I love seeing this change that Kaz has made to his batting stance, too. Talk about how great Cormado is. See, his hands are a lot lower this year.
That ball is hit off of a 1997 Ford F-150. South Carolina plates, not again. Hold on, hold on. The whole bed of the truck. Same thing. It got the same truck twice.
Paint's just a little bit more faded now on top.
Gosh, get that thing out of the parking lot, man. That bright red.
Sunburnt.
You're just asking for that. The ball is hunting that thing.
Red Devil red, if you will.
Payoff. Oh, Andy Cosgrove. It's not even close. That ball is so gone. And the first inning is so walked off. Cos goes 450 off your face. And the Party Animals lead it 1-0. We're over here talking about trucks and stuff. Andy Cosgrove said to hell with that. Watch this. He will jump on home plate with a guitar in it. Don't do it. Don't do it. He did it. Guitar smash in Nash.
Did he know it? Did he know it? He knew it. He knew it. He knew it. You know who else knew it? When they hit it last weekend? My July, Jason Art, who now stands with our very own Maddie Warren.
Hey guys, Jason is getting ready for an at-bat actually, but he hits home runs, he hosts, and he releases hits, and I want to talk about the releasing hits portion. You got to play here in Nashville last night. 1, how was that? 2, how hard was it to not look at your teammates right in the front row?
Well, they always try and make me laugh, and I don't know about you guys, but if you're in the middle of singing a chorus and your best friends make you laugh, it makes it a little difficult. But yeah, it's awesome. It's always good playing on the road when everybody's here and the guys getting to come out. It's awesome.
Now, really quick, you had a massive home run last weekend, which ended up being the deciding factor in the game. How are you feeling going into today's game?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready to see a ball off the barrel and hit one hard somewhere.
There you go. He's ready to see it, guys.
So, last night, Jason is correct. I was front row right in front of the stage at Category 10, Drake Toll, and I seen a little crevice of My July's lip just ever so slightly slip up. He wanted to smile, but he didn't. He was a consummate pro, and I'll tell you this, I don't know if it was the acoustics in Category 10 or what it was. That was the single best, and I've heard Jason Art a lot, probably more than just about any other human on this earth. That was the single best I've ever heard him last night. He was incredible last night, just as he was in Morgantown last weekend.
I thought his pop-up concert in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at Fred's, one of my favorite scenes in Bananaball ever. 2025. Heck, he even had you dancing on tables.
Man, you know what? When Drake Toll goes and says, I need My July, you're going to play My July? It's just what happens. You speak, people listen. People do things, Drake. That's what they say.
Jason Art was right there to deliver My July that night.
When Papa Loftus asks for things, you deliver.
Yeah. You are referencing yourself in the third person, correct?
No, I'm referring to quite literally my father.
Brandon Loftus.
Papa Loftus, yeah.
Sent me a message today. Good people. Good people. It's one of the cool parts about being back in the broadcast booth with you, getting this duo back together. As much time as we spent on that 2025 tour with each other. Never roommates.
No, we were. One time.
When?
In Arkansas. We were roommates that weekend.
No, I roomed with Clayton Franklin in Arkansas.
No, you did
remember
not. No, you did not. We were roommates in Arkansas.
No chance.
We watched the Little League. We watched the Little League World Series together.
Dog,
this is so real.
I ain't see ding from the Little League World Series.
You did a
last year.
16-minute podcast at 4:48 in the afternoon.
Now that I believe.
We were roommates.
We got to go back in the annals of Bananaball history for that one.
I'm telling you. And then in St. Paul, Minnesota, you snuck into my room to record a podcast at 1:30 in the afternoon.
I did on a Sunday day game. So it was the day we had an off day.
Yep.
In Minnesota, and I went to Wisconsin that night for beer.
I did not.
You didn't. Jason Art trying to keep the hot streak alive. And then this year, only seeing you guys back in second. Hold on. They can't. The Party Animals have 11 fielders now. What's happening? This can't be legal. Garrett Delano has climbed on top of Drew Gillespie and Sean Fluke and fires a ball high and outside.
That's got to be about the thing they put on social media last week.
That fails on every level. Delano. That guy's getting more whimsical. You know Delano had a 2-2 last week? It was just church clap.
Oh, I watched.
But hey, look.
You said he gets one of those a year? Is that correct?
He gets one
2-2, second batter, second pitch, little dancey dance every year. And Garrett Delano burned it on Church Cloud. You know, that conglomerate of those three guys, Jason Arndt, rip, left side, extra bases. That kid's staying hot, man. Arndt parks it at second base, a stand-up double, and he's forcing himself into this lineup.
He is. I mean, in a lineup where Jose Gonzalez has 5 home runs this year, is not starting tonight because of how well this guy's playing. Jason Arndt, and I said it last week, Drake, he is an entertainment player.
Yep.
He's not on a player contract the way like Mac Danford is or Garrett Delano. He's an entertainment player, forcing his way in the lineup because of how good he's been playing.
Was not a typical franchise.
Nope.
It was not drafted. That's what you're going for.
Yep.
Guys like Jake Lialios for the Party Animals, John Howard Bobo for the Party Animals.
Mark Smith.
Jason Arndt's in that category, and we've seen John Howard Bobo, Mark Smith, Jason Arndt. They showed their value in the sport. So when the powers that be met and said, hey, this guy wasn't drafted, we can't lose him in Banana Bowl. Jason Arndt was one of those guys. Each team has 1 or 2 of those.
3.
The Bananas have like 7.
Well, the standard
and 7
is
coaches
3.
as well. There's 3 buses that go to every game. One's the Bananas team, the other is their opponent, the third is the Bananas coaching staff. And they're doubled up in every seat.
Those are big charter buses.
Every week they add a new one too. Until the bid ends. Roll over it. A-Cup to third and get the lead runner. Savvy defense from Chosen. Arndt is out. Lead runner back to the dugout.
And you can take the duality of it and say, well, Chosen could have done a trick play there and got the out at first, but a runner now stands 90 feet away with 1 out.
Yep.
Instead, he goes to third, no trick play, but now with 1 out, you have a double play set up with a man on first, and could be an inning-ending double play as well.
He's one of the smartest, most cerebral 100%. Fielders in the sport. As Taj Porter comes to the plate.
I got another one for you, too. We can talk about Chosen and Chase Acuff, about who he is as a ball player all the time. He spent 45 minutes with us in the booth today on his own accord, just talking the sport of bananaball. He is one
Brought
of
a whole case of energy drinks up here.
He did. He's one of my favorite humans in this organization. And then he does stuff like that.
Right. Walked in today, saw him in the broadcast. What are you doing up here? I just sought you guys out. Want to sit down and talk, say hello. Taj Porter into the parking lot. That was about 3 o'clock today, which coincidentally,
time you arrived.
3:04 is the time I got to the ballpark.
Drake's been here for 8 minutes, guys.
We'll tell that story at some point tonight. Who knew the TSA could close? Porter to Swan, double play ball. It'd be impressive if they do it. There is 1. That's the only one for the Party Animals. It does count as an out at second base. No trick play. Well, Swan goes behind the back. Yep. 1 trick play, and then on the transfer, Acuff loses it. So now at second base, a trick play added for the Animals, who are trying to keep the Tailgaters at bay in that equalizer point.
And I know they don't get it right there, but that's exactly what Chase Acuff set up. He set up that double play ball, was able to get it right there. Now you have a man on first with just 2 outs. By the way, Jacob Pippersick, Tailgaters designated runner, on first.
It's a smart place to use him as well as Delano. Oh! Almost got him on the pickoff. Ooh, 777s. Be careful, Pippersick. That Ephus. Ball high and out.
Pip's second in the league in stolen bases.
You can use him 1 time through the order, and you're at your 9 hole right now, Indy Stanley. Now's the time to use Pippersick.
And obviously in place of Taj, you can go back in the dugout, put all the catcher's gear back on.
This one creeps foul.
I got a yard card on Indy tonight. Did you know 5 of his 6 home runs he has hit as a Texas Tailgater have come against the Party Animals?
He loves to bang against the black and pink. His former team, Stanley, was a visitor, turned Party Animal, turned Texas Tailgater.
And was a CPL Banana as well.
Right. Savannah Bananas. Indy. Played some college ball at Columbia College. 2022 as a CPL Savannah Banana. Worked his way back into the sport of banana ball. Another one of those guys, the organization said we have to have him somewhere here. Delano's barking at Pippersick off the first. Boom, he picked him off. He told him he was going to do it, and then he did it.
Garrett Delano, you were a madman. And now he's standing at first base to meet him. Ho, ho, ho. Delano dared him. And 777s wins this battle. It was the defense of the Party Animals holding the Texas Tailgaters at bay in the top of the second. That's some Sean Fluke kind of stuff coming out of Garrett Delano right there.
You don't see that kind of, what should I say, showmanship out of Garrett Delano too much. You also don't see ballparks as pretty as this.
Goodness, man, it rained almost all day. See, I wouldn't know. I showed up at 3 o'clock. But the weather app told me it rained almost all day here at First Horizon Park in Nashville, Tennessee. And the sun has come out now a bit behind us. It sets a beautiful scene on the buildings out in right field. And wow, Brett, again, I was thinking about it in the middle of that inning. It's a shame that one of these two teams has to lose in this game because both of these squads have so much respect for each other. Two veteran-laden teams in bananaball, and the rookies of the Texas Tailgaters are tried and true professionals.
Yeah, man, and this ballpark is just exceptional. I think the most special part about it, this ballpark was built in 2015, but this field itself has been around for almost 150 years. How cool is this? Nashville is the only city outside of Savannah, the hostess city, of course, to host bananaball for 4 years in a row. The first 2 years here at this ballpark, First Horizon Park. Last year, just right down the road at Nissan Stadium, and then back here at First Horizon Park this year.
Here comes Reese Hampton. Reeser will take strike one from Brett Sanchez, who's back out for his second inning of work. Inning one ended off of a home run from Andy Cosgrove that walked things off as Zach Watson and Indy Stanley converge but cannot get to a single off the bat of Reeser.
Yeah, Reeser, man, I mean, just able to find grass. That's the biggest thing. And then hand it off to this dude, TJ Reeves. Dude, what he's been doing is crazy. And he's a day 2 draft pick.
I want to take you through 1 through 7 in this lineup tonight for the Party Animals. Skull, Swan, Cosgrove, Hampton, Reeves, a Rookie of the Year candidate, followed by Akoff, one of the toughest guys to strike out here. And then Tanner Tinder Thomas, who's blowing you away in 2026. 1 through 7, it's deadly. Now, in the 8-hole, Bryson Bloomer, he's a guy still trying to catch on. The second he does, this lineup gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
I just love stories like TJ Reeves. I looked at you in your house 4 days before the draft and said, you guys are going to take TJ Reeves. He's going to be a star next year. And I'm so excited that we were all right sitting in that room. Right there, though, we get a little thank you, thank you, thank you. The first of the ball game for Steak Steak. Brett Sanchez throwing that big old slider. And TJ goes fishing for out number 1.
At 63 miles an hour, just lay it out there. And Reeves, as a hitter, that's a beach ball until it's in the other batter's box and you've already swung. Brett Sanchez has learned bananaball so quickly. He pitches a lot like Brett Helton, but with better strikeout stuff. So where Helton has the stamina, Sanchez has the junk.
Sanchez also has the stamina. Had 3 games in college, complete games, that went 10 innings or longer, where he threw 150 pitches in each of those.
When he gets there in bananaball, it's going to be dangerous.
100%.
Thing is, he doesn't need to. Chase Acuff, high into center field. Indy Stanley underneath it. Stanley pops it up, trick play.
Funny enough, book it, obviously. Chase Acuff and I were talking about the tip drill earlier today. And about how you could exploit, obviously, the double tip drill. Indiana Stanley just tips it to himself.
Tanner Thomas, where are you? He's digging his key into the side of a it's an interesting looking 4-wheel drive. Well, looks like he'd already gotten those headlights pretty good there, Tebow. Someone is very excited about the Tanner Thomas. Oh my goodness. Somebody was really impressed by that transition. Well, that's a $5 in the jar.
I'm glad we're at True TV tomorrow night.
That's a $5 in the jar.
Oh,
we were all thinking it. We were all thinking it. T-Bone. Looks good doing it. I'd like to know if that went out live over the air, because you and I got a naughty word in our ears.
And it was very clear.
It was clear as day. That naughty word was,
oh, shoot.
Here we go again. Tanner Thomas, 6 home runs, is tied for 4th in the Bananaball Championship League this season. He walked to the plate damn near the entire song. Yeah. That's the longest walk-up I think we've seen this year. Say hello if you're just joining us from the Loco Beach Coconuts versus the Firefighters tonight. Drake Toll alongside Brett Loftus back together again. Party Animals lead the Texas Tailgaters 1-0 after an Andy Cosgrove home run back in the first walked the inning off.
Good news, by the way, in the chat. They're saying they did not hear it.
Oh, my goodness. It had some oomph to it, some gumption.
That's correct.
Yep.
It has some momentum,
yep,
if you will.
Enunciation.
Yes.
Always appreciate these games. You know, it's an honor to be on national television each weekend, but to get to talk to the YouTube audience, to see the chat. Tanner Thomas got him looking. He thought it was outside.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for the second time in the frame. Stank gets a backwards K and hangs up his first 0 of the ball game.
Can't tell. Sanchez, a couple Ks in his second inning. We go to the third, tied up, and John Howard Bobo, not just great defensively.
Give him a microphone.
Absolutely, designated fielder tonight in right field. Last night, 24 hours ago, over a tin roof with Party Down. John Howard Bobo showing off the pipes.
It was so much fun, man. Party Down was on for about an hour and a half, and then Big Bo came out, shut the place down. Well, not literally. They were open until 2:30. Janan and Party Down went back up, but Big Bo, man, absolutely incredible
I see TJ Reeves. I see Chad Reeves.
The entire Party Animals team was there.
Yeah, I see Mark Smith, all of his guys supporting him, and now he's mic'd up in right field. Big Bo, dog. Absolutely.
What's going on, y'all?
Your life in the last 365 days, how has it changed?
I mean, it's unbelievable. This is everything I've ever wanted. And, you know, it's kind of funny. I told my parents when I was growing up, my biggest fear was not being famous. So I guess it worked out. Here we are. I was working in the funeral business less than a year ago.
In the what?
And in the funeral business. My dad was an embalmer, so I would dress the bodies, set up for funerals, and now my life is this.
So help me out. On the one side, there are the dead bodies. On the other side, there are 10,000 live ones right here in First Horizon Park. Which are more fun to deal with?
Definitely these ones. The other ones, not too talkative, not a lot of conversations out of them, so I would definitely say the fans out here are unbelievable.
Did you try any of your music ever on those?
No, they never really liked it.
Tough crowd. Wow, what a dark way to start here. You've become, Big Bo, a staple of this team defensively in the last month or so, that designated fielder spot. When you, and even back going back to opportunities you got earlier in the season, when your number has been called, how do you turn it on in those moments?
Honestly, make it, hey, I see you, T.
Catch!
Tanner Thomas.
Double T's
honestly,
in left field.
The answer to that question is, this is the greatest job ever.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I don't have to worry about hitting. Hitting is the hardest thing in baseball. So if I can just come out here, show off the arm, do a little dancey dance when I do my trick plays. Hey,
every designated hitter's nightmare. They say the exact opposite.
Hey, that's great.
Bo, I think the biggest thing is, too, coming to Bananaball, I mean, you can rake, but you very much so settled into your role as designated fielder. Was that a tough mental switch for you at all? Or like you just like, oh, I got a good arm, I just want to field?
Well, you know what? If you see our lineup, it's kind of hard to find your way into it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a young buck. I just came out of college. A lot of these guys got pro ball experience, so I'm letting the vets do their things. Like Jake Skoll and Hamp have been great to me. They took me under their wing, showed me how to play the game the right way. So I'm just grateful I'm even on the field, to be honest with you guys.
You mentioned Skoll and Hamp. Here comes Baber, trick play opportunity between the legs, just in time.
Babers.
count it, for the Party Animals. Who are those guys, those leaders and veterans of this sport that have helped bring you into this, not just this Banana Ball Championship League, but that jersey you're wearing?
Well, you know what? I came in not knowing that I was going to play at all. When I talked about when I got signed, playing time was not really in the question. It was more just entertainment-wise. But then I came in and had a good spring training, as you guys saw, and Hamp and Skull definitely saw that I was a grinder. I would run through a wall for this team no matter what. So definitely those two guys have showed me the ropes. But this whole team is unbelievable. Like you said, we were at Tin Roof last night, and I think there was a couple guys that didn't come, but they had other things that they were doing. But my whole team was there. I mean, I've never been on a team that supports me this way, so.
Bo, I think something that I've asked Jason Arndt a lot too, you get to come to a place, continue your playing career, but also get to incorporate music into that. Was that the biggest selling pitch for you, or was it like, I'm going here to do music, and if I get to play, that's cherry on top?
I've always wanted to be a role model to kids, so the music in baseball is great, but as long as I can put on a good show and show these kids how to have fun and enjoy life, I mean, that's all I ever really wanted.
Zach Watson at the dish.
No, he didn't.
Did not go. So we were talking earlier, the Party Animals were tired of playing the Tailgaters last year, just slog weekend after weekend. You've barely seen these guys.
Yeah, and they're a good vibe. I was telling them all in the locker room, I was like, I miss you guys. I feel like we haven't played them since Vietnam, so it's definitely good to see them for sure.
3 months. The Berlin Wall went down since then.
Man,
the whole
right.
Reagan
It's
administration.
the War of 1812.
War of 1812. These are some cool dudes to be around, man. The veterans, even their young guys, are a great example of what banana ball is.
That's strike 3? Oh my God.
No, he didn't. It is strike 3, absolutely. Cut down at first base is Zach Watson on the strikeout. Swinging a miss against Delano, and then bam, tag the base. Big Bo, man, excited to see you the rest of this weekend. Get to hang out in Nashville. Pleasure.
Love you, Twam.
Drizzy, ATL Loftus, my dogs, man. Love y'all. Appreciate it.
We'll send it down to the field to Keely Lamb.
There are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Newman family. Chris and Dean began their fostering journey 19 years ago with the goal of supporting kiddos in their community. On top of her work as a foster mom, Dean also works to mentor and recruit prospective foster parents on their journeys to becoming licensed foster families. Over the last 19 years, this family has welcomed a total of 38 children and teens into their home and adopted 5 into their family. Fans, please join us in celebrating this amazing family for making a difference right here in your community.
Sport of banana ball. And to see, it's gonna be choked up to see those two teams hugging on a special family to the Nashville area, getting their moment. Speaking of special moments, that's our goal every game, to create a special moment for a kiddo at our banana ball backstage, and that's exactly what Maddie Warren did pregame.
Question for Jason. What's the best thing you did in baseball?
One of my favorite things I ever done was back in 2022 at Georgia Southern. We hosted the very first regional at our college and everything. And my second favorite was definitely hitting a home run against Roger Clemens in the Astros Stadium.
Pretty good stuff, huh, from Jason Swan.
354 wins, a Mount Rushmore pitcher in the history of Major League Baseball.
I don't care if he was 50, 60, or 20. You hit a home run off Roger Clemens, yeah, that'd be up there for me too.
Off the Crawford box.
You know Roger was still heated about that last year. We had him in the booth with us.
Bryson Bloomer.
We had the Rocket with us in the booth last year, Josh Levski and I in Houston. And he said, "Are the party animals here?" I said, "No." He goes, "Well, I hope to face that Swan guy. I'm going to let him know how mad I still am at him."
Yep. That was awesome, man. Roger Clemens, what a spitfire. And again, I want to give a lot of credit to Matty Warren. Trick pitch on the way. Where did that miss? Partner? I don't know about all that. This one's on the money. Bloomer into right. Watson runs out of room. Matty Warren edited, filmed that, got it all prepared, and helped create another awesome moment for a kid at Bananaball backstage. Count remains 1-2 for Bryson Bloomer. Coach Bloom, the captain, out of the 8-hole from Lexington, Kentucky.
Talk about working some deep ABs. That's what these party animals have done.
Look, 1 through 7 has been so hot. And now Bryson Bloomer in the 8-hole. The second he catches on, and he is catching on. It's dangerous, dog. Swing and a miss here, though. Ah, got a piece of it. He's working this count. That's exactly what you want from Bryson Bloomer, who told me he's feeling more and more comfortable. Bloom, another foul ball. And a piece of this, Brett, is Bloomer has not been an everyday starter in this lineup in 2026, just by virtue of how great the party animals have built these bats. There are 12, 13 guys that go that deep.
I think it's how well they drafted, too. You got to give Baba a lot of credit for
Ballard and Reeves,
Mikey Ballard and TJ Reeves.
100%.
I mean, two guys that,
my goodness,
not a lot of people had a whole lot on. TJ played 3 games as an animal in 23, and Mikey Ballard was just college teammates with Chase Acuff, and they've come in here and been staples of this lineup.
Approaching double-digit pitches in the AB, and that AB becomes a PA. That's plate appearance and a ball 4 sprint for Bryson Bloomer. It's the first ball 4 sprint given out by Sanchez today, and Sanchez didn't throw that. Bloomer worked it.
Babus?
Babus. So it's Bloomer and Baber out of the 8 and 9 spots that have been game 1 starter, game 2, they're in support. Game 3 is kind of the ebb and flow. Tough to get into a groove doing that. It's Indiana Stanley has a shot in center field. Almost mistimed it. Comes in, no trick play. But cans Baber. He's the first out here in the 3rd.
And I got to tell you what, man, the wind is blowing very much so in. Yeah. It was blowing way out earlier today during some of those storms. It's blowing in now. Saw that ball just get knocked down. Speaking of Mikey Ballard, there he is.
Yep. And you talk TJ Reeves Rookie of the Year conversation. Ballard is not far out of those talks.
Yeah, hit 340 this year.
Yep.
In the 10-hole. That's unheard of. Now.
Yeah, moved to the 10-hole last weekend, too. So they've really, Vawa's been experimenting with this lineup the last month or so.
Talking of Rookie of the Year conversations, Kyle Martin is a rookie. Jackie Bradley Jr. is a rookie.
Well, therein lies the problem. We need 9 rookies of the year.
Brett Sanchez, a rookie.
Yeah. It's a great quote from you. Jackie Bradley Jr. is a rookie.
That's true. 36 years old, but a rookie in Bananaball.
Yep. Chris Clark. Back pick from Porter. Cannot get the designated runner, Mark Smith. Yeah, that conversation, Nick Wilson, that conversation is going to be a tough one. Ballard behind the dish. Taj Porter watches it fly into the stands, and fans cannot come up with it.
Chris Clark, also a rookie. I mean, we could go down the list of guys and how well a lot of these teams drafted up and down throughout the draft.
We got to stop playing this game. We're going to keep going all night. Tanner Allen.
We played this in our group chat the other night.
Rookie. Yeah, we did.
It took us 2.5 hours.
Another long AB. 2-2. The 10-hole Ballard. Sanchez approaches 50 pitches. Another foul ball. Brett Loftus, we're losing banana balls left and right.
Yeah. Just donating them to the good people here of Nashville, Tennessee.
And that one Ford F-150.
Yeah. Has no more paint left on top.
Ballard. Well struck. Not well enough. Indy Stanley. Diving catch. Did he make the play? No. Brett
some funky stuff's going on in the outfield right now. I think that's a single for Mikey Ballard. And you see Indy Stanley, 2 of them. 2 fly balls have tricked him. He was able to get to the last one, but this falls idle. And that's Zach Watson's ball all day. I'm not sure what's going on, the miscommunication there.
I don't know if they're losing the lights or the wind or what's going on. But it will officially go down, yes, as a single.
Skull into right. Stanley over for this one. This time, it's Watson that wants it. Mark Smith tags up, flies into third base, standing up. They're on the corners with 2 down.
Waddy's still in right field, too, by the way. Jason Arndt got to start tonight. You'd expect Jose Brother Gonzalez to come in at some point, but Waddy's in right. Just the 3rd time we've ever seen him in right in his Tailgater career. Jason Arndt still left. Jason Swan an opportunity to walk off this inning.
Swanee. Take high, and it's 1-1. Flew out his first time up. Could grab an RBI to walk off here. Swan's got a couple strikes on him. Just 7 Ks in 122 plate appearances in 2026. Make it 8!
Thank
Sanchez
you.
Needed it.
Thank you. Thank you. That dude doesn't strike out, but Stank just got it. That's incredible stuff. Just threw him a big old hanger, and Swanee just barely missed it for out number 3.
Frustration from Swan. The game stays 1-0 as we go down to the field.
You finish, and we've got 3 contestants here who are hoping to end on a high note, because this is not just any sing-off. All 3 contestants have chosen songs with notoriously difficult high notes, and whichever contestant can hit and hold that high note the longest and the best, as voted on by you, the fans in Music City, will win End on a High Note. First, we've got Coach Eric. Shout out to your Little League team who's here tonight. What are you going to be singing tonight?
Take On Me by A-ha.
All right, the floor is yours.
Take on me, I'll be gone in a day or 2.
Wow, way to go. Way to go. All right, we've got Trent here. Trent, what song have you chosen?
Bang, bang.
Let her rip.
To the A, to the N, to the G, to the B, to the A, to the N, to the G, to the up. Anybody be good to you? You need a bad kind of
You know, you gave it your best. You gave it your best. Last but not least, we have Claudia. Claudia, what will you be singing? Okay, here we go.
Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on.
Unbelievable, but Nashville, the choice is yours. Is tonight's winner, Coach Eric? Is it Trent? Or is it Claudia? Claudia, you have ended on a high note.
Leading up with the Tailgaters, number 9, Nick Lopez.
Well, Steven Tyler brings us back to the top of the 4th inning. Nick Lopez, play. He's been watching the College World Series this week. North Carolina will meet Oklahoma in the finals out in Omaha. Lopey played the College World Series himself for the University of Kentucky.
First ever run batted in the history of Kentucky's College World Series. His first ever appearance. Got an RBI single in the first frame there. I love seeing that pop up on my frame, on my timeline every so often. Lopey also had one of the worst called strike 3 call, I should say, against him I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's still salty about that too, boss. Yeah. As he should be. Swing and a miss. Nick Lopez. Now consecutive strikeouts for Delano dating back to the third inning after a cut down the one-hole Zach Watson. Oh, getting chunky with it.
Hottest offense in the sport meets one of the hottest pitchers since the bananaball opened, and so far it's been all Delano through 3 and 1/3. Only giving up 2 hits thus far.
6 strikeouts combined between these two teams, Brett, through 3 complete innings.
Came here looking for a pitcher's duel. This is exactly what you got.
Yeah, you're 1 swing away, minus a swing, I guess I should say, from a 0-0 game. That Cosgrove home run back in the first is the difference.
Kyle Martin! He didn't do it, did he, Drake?
No, I don't think so, not this time. But he did go off the base of the wall. It is a double, stand-up double for Martin, and whatever's happening in the outfield, both teams having some serious issues tracking the ball.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be out number 2 all the way. Yeah,
I don't know how it wasn't. It looks very similar to what we just saw out in right field from Indy Stanley and Zach Watson.
I don't think it's the wind, Drake. I think there's got to be a tracking the ball here in this outfield.
Something about that yellow ball. See flags off in the distance. We're looking at 15, 20-mile-an-hour winds here. This one's headed straight toward the fans. Did they bring their gloves? The answer is yes. They were just useless on this account.
There's a man 17 feet away from us wearing yellow who has a glove and couldn't catch it.
Yep. Works out in the Tailgaters' favor. There are 10,009 fielders tonight at First Horizon Park. That guy did not do his job. Baber, trick play. Baber, yes. Kyle Martin advances to third. It's as good as a bunt. There are 2 down now in the 4th. Taylor Justice is 1 for 1 tonight with a single. If he replicates that, the Texas Tailgaters will have their first run of the game. Here at Bananaball, every inning counts as a point. Runs are just the stepping stone to those points. And the Tailgaters could use one of them.
Yeah, in a big way right here, and a guy that they've leaned on a lot in Taylor Justice. He now has a 29-game on-base streak after he had that single his first time up. 29 games.
He wasn't at first base very long. Dinker, right field, it's down. Jake Skoll has come into the game in right field, replacing his own designated fielder, John Howard Bobo. And Skoll's hamstring has not been 100%. And you see this just lands idle in front of him.
I don't know if Big Bo makes it to that either. I'm going to be honest.
I think Bo's got
good wheels.
Skoll's still nursing the lower body.
You know who's got a good voice?
Jason Arndt.
My July.
Yeah.
Jason Arndt.
My only suitcase is by the front door. That look on your face is you don't want me no more. There's no use in talking. This time you mean it. You sending me walking, but what a convenience. 'Cause I woke up in my boots this morning, fell asleep in my boots last night. Had a feeling that I've run out of warning. Girl, I couldn't have been more right. Yeah, I knew I wouldn't have to take the time putting them back on when I'm sober. Yeah, I knew you'd be pissed off over me and I'd just be hungover. Well, I knew I'd open my eyes in a house built for a dog. Well, a neon come to daylight, so I didn't even take them off. No. I woke up in my boots this morning.
I too, Jason Arndt, woke up in my boots this morning. So funny story, secret between me, you and God told. Let me tell you, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Jason Arndt's doing his sound check at about 10:38 a.m. He plays that song. him and his band. First time I'd ever heard him sing that. First time I'd ever heard him sing Hardy. And I said, we got to get that in the show. What you know about Hardy? What you know about Jason Arndt? 2 for 2 tonight.
I'll tell you this much. Jason Arndt has been swinging the bat.
You know, before he hit that home run last weekend, he hadn't gotten a hit in nearly 2 months' time. Now he's 3 for his last 4 plate appearances.
5-hole Justice is 2 for 2 today. Arndt in the 6-hole 2 for 2. That's where the offense is primarily coming from tonight from the Texas Tailgaters. Can Mac Danford, the 7-hole, add to it? Back pick.
Jonathan Hughes, sleep.
Been there, man.
He went to sleep in his boots, of course.
Yep. Akoff, diving stop. Did he get the out? Yes, web gem. Chosen, laid out at shortstop. He ends the top of the 4th. What a play. Flash the glove, kid. And Bloomer, that face, that energy. And now Brett Sanchez, the Texas Tailgater, asking his defense to do some of the same. I got eyes on him in Louisville, Kentucky, this time last year, almost a year ago today. His
354 days ago, to be exact.
His debut in this sport, and he asked for this. He said, hey, can I do one of those 2-2 things that you guys do, the dance before the pitch? And we said, well, what do you want to do? And he said, I don't know, maybe a little half thank you, just a little thank. And now he's mic'd up with us almost a year later. Brett Sanchez, you are a joy, a treat to watch, my friend.
What's up, Drake?
Sanchi, how's the last couple innings felt for you? We don't talk about the first, just the last few innings here.
I'm not gonna lie, you might have to repeat that last part.
Last couple innings.
Got a little loud for the teacher.
Last couple innings. How you felt out there? We don't have to talk about the first inning. Last couple innings, though.
No, hey, we can talk about the first inning.
All right.
I don't care.
Well,
I gave
let me
up
ask
a
you, Brett.
3-2.
Brett, I hear from hitters, they say, we don't hit home runs, pitchers throw them. Take me back to that pitch.
Oh, I threw it. I threw it. I mean, there could have been a PVC pipe in the middle of the plate, and I wouldn't have touched the PVC pipe because it'd have gone through the middle of it.
And here he is.
How poetic. Look who you get to face to lead off the inning, Andy Cosgrove.
Hey, I'd love a fan call foul ball on camera, huh?
So after you give up a home run to a guy, do you change the approach next AB?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
All right, Sanchi, I want you to tell me something you love. Tell me about something you love. Lime scooters.
Hey. I love a lime scooter. And I'll even put it, I'm about to buy a $2,900 lime scooter.
Yep. Way underneath this one. Jonathan Sunshine Luter's trick play opportunity. Got a couple of guys around him to complete the double trick play.
Double pop, baby.
Bucket!
Hey,
Bucket!
and I'd like to say that's the organic way. Ain't none of multi-pop. Hitting it multiple times, that ain't cool.
Okay, talk to me about that. Your trick play stance on the multi-pop.
I don't like when the ball touches the same glove multiple times.
Oh, okay. Everybody's got their preference.
Sanchi and I was in a swimming pool in the stockyards. Oh, hold up. Sunshine! Between the legs! Bucket! 3 trick plays in 9 seconds. Sanchi, take me back to Fort Worth. We were in a swimming pool talking about that multi-pop. Now, what is your exact stance? The multi-pop, only 1 trick play if you pop it more than once, correct?
Yes. I think it should be a double trick, but it only counts for 1.
Okay. All right. I see where it's kind of going. What about pop into the hat? How do you think the hat comes into play here?
I like the hat, but it has to be like without the glove.
You like the hat? Explain that to me.
Explain what?
You like the hat without the glove?
Yeah.
So the hat has to be in your hand.
Yeah,
okay.
like the glove's got to come off. You can't have the glove with assistance.
And you got to hold it with the brim. Got to hold it with the brim, of course, is what you mean. Like, you can't be bare-handing the hat.
I'm watching guys
into the palm of the hat.
3-2 count.
Oh, what do we got here?
My, Jordan Barr.
Around the inner tube.
Boom,
Yeah.
That's a 4-trick play hitting for the man that's second in the Bananaball Championship League, inducing trick plays.
And a point. 1-1.
And Greg Cole, we got to get a different fur coat, man. You had that same one in Louisville.
I love it. Brent Sanchez, thank you so much for your time. From Brent Sanchez to AJ Curse and Garrett Rhinestone Lampert.
Party Animals versus Texas Tailgaters, and you, Nashville, are deciding the winner. Introducing first, the greatest party in sports, the Party Animals!
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champion, take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets, our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us, sing forever young. Singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now wave your flag, now wave your flag.
Alrighty, fans, we know everything's bigger in Texas, but will their walk-up be better? It's time to find out. It's the Texas Tailgaters.
Well, if you didn't like it the first time,
here's it again.
Let's do it again.
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champion, take the field now. Unify us, make us
Split hand grip from Jimmy
And
Lewis.
if you did like it the front, okay. I mentioned earlier. It was Jake Skoll's first day at the Waving Flag Factory. He had to really learn.
Jimmy Lewis was born there.
Jimmy Lewis is doing a really good job waving that sucker. This looks, it's the same song and the same audio cut.
FIFA World Cup.
Didn't I see this tonight in the game between the Coconuts and the Firefighters? I don't want to give away too much out of that contest, but
give me Jimmy.
We're going to start a poll. Who waved the flag better?
Our producer Chad Reese asked us. I think I'm going Jimmy Lewis.
I mean, it's not even close, dog. Jake Skoll is really good at Bananaball, Triple Crown winner, but and Avery Hughes will tell you this, his fiance, his rhythm could use a little, a touch.
Or was it the Party Animals? Party Animals take the victory!
Shocker. The place is 70% black and pink, and the Party Animals won the...
I've seen 3 Firefighters jerseys.
That's not real.
It's real.
That's not real. Do they have any players on there?
Christian Dearman over there. Alex Bentley out in left field.
Wow, that's a good pull.
That's a deep track, dog. Wow.
Bald farty.
Bald farty. Heck, man.
He's got on a Pete Rose batting helmet right now.
You're one shower with a tick-high water pressure away from being just like bald farty.
That's not real.
That toupee you got, it's hanging on.
I just hadn't washed my hair in 3 days.
They got showers at the hotel. I wasn't at the hotel last night.
Yeah, you haven't been in Nashville for the exception of the last 15 minutes.
So I can give. I showed up at the airport last night for a 10:15 flight. Now think the smallest airport in the world, Savannah, Georgia. I showed up at 8:45 for a 10:15 flight. That's normal. Lady at the Southwest kiosk says, "Hey, what are you doing here?" You don't ever want to hear that at the airport. I said, "I'm here to get on my flight." She says, "We're closed." I said, "You're the airport. How are you closed?" It's 8:45. TSA had closed at 8:30 in Savannah, and they just didn't let me on the airplane. She said, "I can book you for tomorrow. What time do you want to leave?" I said, morning. I got to get to Nashville." She said, "Well, we got a 1:30. Then why did you ask me what time I wanted to leave?
That was the most panicked I've ever heard you in person or otherwise.
I called you and Chad Reese and said, "Nobody panic," which was a message to myself. Nobody panic. But I can't leave Savannah, Georgia until 1:30 Eastern time, day of the game.
I was walking to Jason Arndt's concert. Yeah. I was happy as could be.
Taj Porter underneath it. Ball still playing funky. Popped up by A-Cup. Going the hat. No, go behind the back. Even better from Bryson Bloomer. Count it.
Big time right there, man, to earn a couple trick plays back. And that's, you know, what Chase has talked about, what Brett Sanchez has talked about. You can pop it. Yeah, you can go in the hat, but that's so much better from an entertainment perspective.
It's better for the sport. It's better. I think that'll be an open conversation as we go about building the Bananaball Championship League, is what is a trick play? What defines, in the most fans first way, a trick play? Suffice to say, after some delays yesterday and TSA being closed, I did get to Nashville today. 3:04 arrival time at the ballpark. I'm running on fumes and 16 energy drinks.
Drink, you didn't wake up until, well, I know you woke up early, but you took a nap.
I woke up at 5 o'clock. Yeah!
That's because you have 5 jobs.
Correct. Of which I love all of them. Delano. Had to find the zone. It's a big swing and a miss either way. Payoff pitch from 777. Ball 4 sprint, low to Stanley. He is rolling to first base and he slips. He wanted second all the way against his former team, the Party Animals. And a free 90 is what he'll have to settle with after the turf monster got him. Oh, yeah. Oh, you see his face. Oh.
Hey, Yvonne Trezak, put that in the Bananaball blooper reel, please.
There you go.
He's still on first, though, regardless, and he's smiling about it, so everything's okay.
Did I make it, Coach? Did I get there?
He also hit the cat daddy. I hadn't seen that one in years over there first.
Throwback. Here's Jordan Hussein, J5, former Party Animal. Roped into left field, down for a hit. Now Stanley wants third. Thomas fires away. It's not in time and offline. Hustle play from Stanley. He got his get back.
I tell you what. You look, only 1 run tonight, which ended up being a point there in the 4th for the Tailgaters. They are trying to manufacture ways to score more runs. That is a hustle play right there. That's everything the boys in blue and orange stand for. Indy going first to third on a hard hit, but right to it, guys, single. That's incredible stuff out of the third-year Bananaball.
Can I tell you what this Tailgater team reminds me of?
Talk to me.
2011 Alabama football.
Yeah.
In 2019, Joe Burrow, they've got this flashy, sexy, rah, rah, rah. The Tailgaters are not in your face. They strap it on, and they get the job done. Pause.
We're not going to let you cross the 50.
That's right. Into center. Hampton coming in. He won't have room. That is an RBI single for Zach Waddy-Wo Watson. Let them kids dance at home plate or whatever they do.
Brett Allen.
Don't he?
Ring dudes.
Yep. Ooh, wow. Wow.
Sunglasses at night.
This, what? Whoa. Why do I really like this? Why was that really good? Whoa, holy cow. You know, Donnie Allen, Brett Allen has one of the biggest
personalities.
Right. Good, Drake.
In this sport.
100%. He's a big-time asset for the Texas Tailgaters this year. Entertainment-wise, in between the lines, he's been shoving recently. And he can dance a little bit, as we just seen.
Boom! When it rains, it pours. Into right field. Nick Lopez. RBI double. The Texas Tailgaters as Hussein comes around to score. He's fired up.
Boys trying to get going, man. Garrett Delano has had their number to begin this ball game. And I mean, 1 out. You've already scored a couple runs, got 2 more in scoring position. No, wait. Now it's time for the league leader in RBI to come up to the dish, and Kyle Martin.
Yep. And what it was, second time through for 9-hole, 10-hole, Stanley and Hussein. Both those guys getting on was key. Flip your lineup the 3rd time, let the guys rake. And you can't pitch around him now.
You know, he's seen just 3 strikes tonight in 2 plate appearances.
In bananaball, you can't put him on. He's going to hit.
He being Kyle Martin, of course.
And he does just that. Adds another RBI to his ledger, make it 2 for Kyle Martin. He's got 48 of those this season already, Brent Loftus.
And extends his lead as the Bananaball Championship League leader. And Drake, you just mentioned it when it comes to trick plays to me. You know, we were off air and you said, I knew you guys are going to have an inning like that with 4 trick plays. They do that with runs as well, as now in the inning, they have scored 4 runs.
And it's that spot where 2011 Arkansas gets a sneaky field goal lead, little 3-0 lead with, you know, Tyler Wilson at quarterback, or Ryan Mallett calling the shots, Joe Adams out there.
Ryan Mallett, God rest his soul.
And then what happens is you think, all right, we're up a field goal. We scored on Alabama first. But slowly but surely, that backbreaker, that middle 8, what they call it in football, last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half, that's where the game is won and lost. In bananaball, those Texas Tailgaters. You just wait for that dam to break. The second it does, this happens.
It just means more for the Texas Tailgaters.
They win the 4th inning. They put on a defensive clinic in the bottom of the 4th inning. More soccer ball.
Pumping it up.
And now score 4 runs in the top of the 5th. And have likely chased Garrett Delano. Into the stands. And it cannot be caught. Saw a few of those last weekend. Jersey Shore, Shoretown Ballpark. Denise, man, caught it in her hat. Bloomer cannot make mistakes against this Tailgaters team. Pop-up trick play. I did not see that coming. Bryson Bloomer, count it.
It's big too. Give you the lead back in the trick play category right there if you're the party animals.
It's very likely the Tailgaters will win this inning. And every time the visiting team has more trick plays, no matter where it is in the game, I always count that as an extra point. I'm thinking in my brain, all right, if that equalizer goes home with the opposition, the Tailgaters could be staring at a 3-1 lead right now. But Bloomer putting the team on his back. He did go. That is Taylor Justice.
By the way,
ball carries toward the dugout. And now Kyle Martin can advance to second.
67% of people are saying Jake Skull waved the flag.
67% of people need to go to the eye doctor real fast. Whoever their optometrist is, you better be worried. Hope you're tipping him. You told me they taught Jimmy Lewis how to wave a flag today.
They did. Zach Frangela, our director of entertainment for Fans First Entertainment, is here and taught him in that rehearsal how to wave a flag.
Yeah, what you got? Yeah.
Almost a 10-minute inning here for Delano.
He got him looking. What? Delano gets some help. Clear help from Hunter Ives, but he'll take it in the stat book. It's his 4th strikeout. His night is likely done. Here's a replay.
Man, I'm going to be honest here with you, Drake. you don't see Taylor Justice turn around ever. If we could just show this a little bit longer. If you see Taylor Justice turn around, yeah, that's you know you were wrong.
How about a little Party Animals After Dark? Lights go out here at First Horizon Park.
Grew up enjoying the dark.
10,000 folks here at First Horizon, huh?
10,000 people, man.
And their wristbands are about to light up the night sky here in Nashville. Steps away from Broadway, and man, what an honor it is to have these two teams back together. The Party Animals and Savannah Bananas were the only two teams in bananaball until the Texas Tailgaters, the fourth team, followed up the Firefighters and made this a quasi-league. You started to see the basis, the foundation for what could one day become the Bananaball Championship League. And what started with 2 quickly turned to 3, but those Party Animals and Firefighters didn't get to play much, only a couple of series back in 2024. In 2025, with the advent of the Tailgaters, the organization basically said, you know what, put them with the Party Animals.
Yep.
Let them play each other for months and months and months on end. And these two teams got to know each other very well. You see they're down on the field right now, having conversations and hanging out. There might not be 2 squads that respect each other more than the Party Animals and Texas Tailgaters.
You know why that is? 3 of your biggest leaders in the Tailgaters clubhouse, both last year and this year, Jordan Hussein, Zach Blankenship, Taj Porter, all Party Animals in either 23 and 24 or just 24. And coming over there, the respect that was commanded from those 3, from this Tailgaters group both last year and this year, to this Party Animals team. I was telling Chase Acuff today, I said, and I mean this with all due respect, I'm so happy I personally, in my first year in this sport as a broadcaster, got to spend as much time on the road with the Party Animals last year. I got to learn what it was like to be around the team and look through their lens of how they view bananaball and the Party Animals. And I think in many ways, you can give a little bit of credit to the Party Animals for as good as the Texas Tailgaters have been this year.
I think you're right. And credit goes back to Avery Hughes for what she helped build with that Party Animals show into 2024, taking it on the road for the first time. Jonathan Sunshine Luter's trick play opportunity. Fire first.
Bucket! And just like that, the Tailgaters retake the trick play lead, 8-7.
And I've gotten a front row seat to see the evolution of this team's maturity. It felt like in 2024, they were still the little brother to the Bananas, and they had this angst, kind of this moxie against that. And there were multiple times where Jesse Cole would come to the locker room and say, hey, if we're going to grow as a sport of bananaball, here's how you guys have to selflessly conduct yourselves. Yes. Not that you aren't, but here's the blueprint to ensure this thing blows up and we can really build a sport out of bananaball. Tanner Thomas, deep right field. Tanner Thomas, say goodbye. He is now tied for second in the Bananaball Championship League in long balls. And he says, thank you, Brent Sanchez. Thomas leaves the yard for the 7th time this season. T-Bone, man, got all of it. And I think Brett Sanchez, who was questioned earlier about a home run he gave up to Andy Cosgrove, said, man, I just left one over the plate. I think he'd say the exact same on that pitch.
Yeah, I mean, Sanchez is one of those guys, if he misses, I mean, and you're facing a power guy like Tanner Thomas, you're going to give up a long ball. And right now he's given up 2 of them tonight. Good spot to give up a solo shot, though. Still up 4-1 in the inning. Tea time, though, man. Coming back off a massive injury like he has, and still been absolutely electric this year. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. What a way to respond by Snake. His 4th strikeout of the night, and 1 out closer to giving the Tailgaters a 2-1 lead.
What goes up must come down, huh?
Babus has a beer.
Here he goes. It's in a boot. All right. That is gross. Mom to the leprechaun. And I don't think any of that beer got in his mouth. That's unofficial. Brett Loftus timed him at over 5 seconds. I disagree. There's no way.
They even gave him a mulligan. I didn't start it until the boot caressed his lips.
I had him at a 4.9, which in 40-yard dash terms is a 4.
I don't want you at the combine. I don't want you drafted for my Carolina Panthers.
You know that conversation in 2024 about kind of growing up through bananaball and helping the sport grow up, translated in 2025 with the Party Animals went from little brother to leader in the bananaball, in the sport of bananaball, into this league. Trick pitch, swing and a miss, trick play.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Tailgaters tell you thank you. Sanchi tells you thank you. And he helps out his defense with another trick play. Behind the back, into the glove, under the leg, off the chest, Ponche. Number 5 on the night, and the Tailgaters take a 2-1 lead.
Well, Brett Helton quickly broke character. All right, business as usual. Back to it. And there comes Janan, the party starters, party down, and last night, they absolutely rocked Nashville, Tennessee, Music City. This is the land they call home. And they were electric, a tin roof, and they mentioned that almost every member of the Party Animals, outside of the couple guys who are married, were right there in the crowd at Tin Roof watching them bring the house down on the Strip.
It was incredible. I was in there along with some other Texas Tailgaters as well. Panda even put on a little bit of cameo performance, the public address announcer for the Party Animals. I'm telling you what, man, that place was rocking. And I didn't stay the whole time. I had to go to bed. My bedtime's always midnight. But they stayed there until 2:30 in the morning at Tin Roof last night. Just an exceptional, exceptional band in Janan, man, helping lead that bunch.
Party Panda, by the way, the pride of Bowling Green, former football player at Bowling Green under Urban Meyer.
Was also in an NCAA football game, known as DT number 94, but still in an NCAA football game.
He was there. I saw him. Peter Holden. Pistol Pete is coming to the game to pitch for the Party Animals. He was the late addition coming out of North Florida, that 2024 Party Animals team. He's been a member of this sport, wearing that jersey for 3 seasons, and faces brother. Jose Gonzalez Jr., who I have had a margarita with in my life back in February.
I remember that.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I was there.
You were. Brother, a loud welcome to the night, as he has taken the place of Jason Arndt, who went 2 for 2. Gonzalez picks up right back where Arndt left off.
Wasn't that in Mexico?
Cozumel, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
Yeah, that's right.
Way outside. Yeah, I think that's Cozumel, right?
We were in that second-level restaurant. I got me I think it was the best quesadilla I've ever had in my life.
You were just buying stuff, man.
I didn't buy anything.
Oh, it was Zach Staten.
He bought that
Oh,
mask.
that's right.
Yeah, I didn't buy anything.
I couldn't.
Yep. No, hey, you know what?
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. I had to put an arm on his shoulder at some point. But Zach, man to man, eye hole to eyes. Have a conversation about this luchadora mask. I had to pull it down just to see this little pearly blues. That's a nice little cabana.
You didn't invite me to that.
No, that's what I'm calling it. The second floor of the bar.
Oh.
It was a bar restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, it was more a restaurant because we were there at 1:30 in the afternoon. We were the only people there.
They kept asking me if I liked pretty ladies. I said, well, yeah. Don't ever say yeah.
I just give him a thumbs up.
Yeah. No English, no English, no English. That's a fun trip, man. Brother stands off first base, getting to hang out with him, talk to him. Still brand new. He's fresh off of being drafted.
Yeah, he was.
In the 2026 Bananaball Championship League draft. So his perspective was still so new, having not played a registered game in the sport.
But funny, he played in the first ever Bananaball game back in 2020. He was a CPL Banana. It was more of a let's explore a little bit here with some of the CPL Bananas. He played in the first ever Bananaball game.
Yeah, never taken this thing on tour. And now he's been fun to watch. Swing and a miss. Pistol Pete got Mac Danford. You know, Mac is 0 for 3 tonight, and you mentioned at the top of the show, when a guy like that goes from batting 264 to even 284, 295, 300, he's got the capability of that bat. That's when this lineup becomes truly complete. But the Texas Tailgaters are so deep, on a night where that guy goes 0 for 3 to start, you don't have to have it.
Still scored 5 runs though.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing is too, Drew, his first 2 plate appearances, both fielder's choice, where Chase Acuff threw it the third to get the first out, and Mac's first AB and the third out, and his second AB. I mean, he's hit the ball well twice, just unfortunate.
Swing and a miss for Taj Porter. Give them all donuts. 10,000 fans here in Nashville. Get some munchkins in their lap.
I could use a munchkin. I'm hungry.
Not the,
what are you going to say?
The Willy Wonka thing?
I thought those were Opa Lopa.
Oh, you're on it. You're on to something. Pickoff move, of course. Nobody better in the Bananaball Championship League than the left arm of Peter Holden. The second time tonight a Texas Tailgater's been picked off at first base. Second time tonight for Jacob Pipperson.
The first move there for Peter Holden is just, I mean, you can't defeat it. As a left-handed pitcher, he is incredible. And right there, I'm not even going to put that one on Pip. I mean, that's a great move. That is an incredible move from Pistol Pete.
How many trick plays in that inning for the Party Animals? 0. So it's in the sport of Bananaball, the little things that you find like that and say, hey, you struck out a couple times, got a guy picked off, but the defense, the Party Animals, had no trick plays, and so the Texas Tailgaters are still leading that category as it's time to say hello to the infant.
All right, Nashville, here we go.
Ooh. Ah.
Oh yeah, once again.
Ooh. Ah.
Let's get a little shuffle to the right, to the left, to the right.
Hey, baby in the dark.
To the left.
Or at night. Winky face.
Back to hey, baby.
Ooh. Ah.
Last one, let's go big with it.
Ooh.
Nashville, you crushed that.
Cole, while you're in the
I was hey babying. Don't you put that evil on me. I was hey babying. There were other people in the bathroom that needed to know that it was hey baby time. Yes, while I was in there, what happened? Brett Sanchez came back out for another inning of work. Is that what you were going to tell me?
I was going to see the people wanted to know if you were doing hey baby or not. And I was like, well, I personally don't know because you were in the bathroom.
I was hey babying at a pretty aggressive rate, and let's just say that I'm gonna need to tip the janitor real well.
Brett Sanchez, 5 strikeouts tonight, 4 1/3 thus far. He's given up a lone walk-off, which came to Andy Cosgrove, but another exceptional outing from Slidell, Louisiana's finest. Uh-oh, what do we got? Trick play, tip drill, book it from Taylor Justice. And Drake, that is now 18 straight games in which the Texas Tailgaters, 19 straight games in which the Texas Tailgaters have recorded 10 or more trick plays.
I think that and Anthony Coromato is one of the best hitting coaches that I've been around. And you mentioned that pregame too. That's a conversation with Mikey Ballard. Hey, you've driven this guy. There's a great view of him. You've driven this guy, Brett Sanchez. to near 80 pitches. The first pitch swing approach with an opportunity to walk off the 6th here and hopefully tie the game might not be the way to go. Try to get Sanchez into a pickle with his control. As Skoll wants second. Skoll has second. Tight play. Jake Skoll is safe. No indication that the Tailgaters want to challenge. Let's see a replay. He's safe.
Yeah, they shouldn't challenge that.
Nope. But again, I think that's why you look at Mikey Ballard and you say, Mikey, hey, first pitch swinging right here might not be our best bet. Let's work it a little bit. A lesson for the rookie.
X looking pretty healthy by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, a couple of arms warming up for the Tailgaters. But I wouldn't expect Brett Sanchez to lead this ball game until he throws 90, 95 pitches. Now, that could happen here in the 6th. It could happen in the 7th. It could happen in the 8th.
Yeah.
But about 90 to 100 pitches is the threshold for Brett Sanchez right now, and he's obviously getting close.
Again, it was that first pitch swinging from Mikey Ballard you want back. If Swan's able to work the ball for a sprinter, get a hit, it could walk off this 6th and tie the game. Big pitch coming. Skoll's in scoring position with one down. Payoff pitch from the righty, Brett Sanchez. Shakes a couple, fires home. Swan into right. It's blooped. It's down for a base hit. Skoll's rounding third. Oh my goodness. Play at the plate, he's safe. Jason Swan walks off the 6th, ties our ball game, and Jake Skoll is 100%. I am shocked that Skoll got the wave, but that's why they're the coaching staff and I'm sitting right here.
I got no doubt about his health right now, man. Legged out a 2-bag, ball for a sprint, and then right there, he looks like he's jogging.
He's not even going full speed.
Hey, that's the MVP. That's X, and that's Jason Swan.
Swanee now 1 for 3 today. Jake Skoll. And that's one of those that Jonathan Sunshine Looters could have possibly caught coming over his shoulder. And I'm not saying he should have. I'm saying Skoll had to hesitate for a second in case that ball is caught in right. So Skoll's working on limited time and still gets that done. Is there any world where Looters catches that ball? No chance. But
Nobody's getting that.
No, but Skoll hesitates and still makes it home in time. That's pro speed from X. As Peter Holden's back out to face Indy Stanley, quasi-world's fastest inning here.
And, I mean, we're not in serious danger, but 31 and a half minutes, give or take, beginning the top of the 7th. You want to move pace along, you want to make it to the 9th.
You're thinking about it. You're obviously, and the Party Animals got into a groove there going 8 innings.
Tacoma, Washington, was that? Where
Tacoma,
you guys
man.
went
all 3 games, 8 innings.
Playing the Clowns, so a lot of offense. That's a big part of it.
Yeah, a lot of offense. 100 combined hits in 3 games.
I remember listening to you in that game 3, and you were just...
Well, what was left of me.
You were just finding things to say for home runs at that point.
Yeah, 15 of them?
Yeah. We had, what, 3 guys that weekend that had 3 yayas?
And the Party Animals to that point, we're just not hitting home runs. Peter Holden, ball for a sprint.
Second tonight for Indiana Stanley. Guy's been seeing it well.
That's where Peter Holden, that's been the snafu coming into the game for Pistol Pete. Through his 18 innings, 13 strikeouts, 11 ball, 4 sprints. Those 11 sprints are a number that he would, Cosgrove fires to second and gets into center field. Stanley wants third. He's got third.
What an aggressive send. I mean, I'm all for the steal there because you don't want to play with Pistol over there at first. You know he can pick you off. I love the send there, but then that's aggressive on Reese Hampton.
Immediate send.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Indy, plus runner. Now infield's got to be in here for Jordan Hussein.
And Indy's got a lot of moxie when he plays these Party Animals. There is no hate, no animosity against the black and pink. But there's that added bonus when it comes to playing your former team.
Now that,
it looked like it may have hit Indy in foul territory.
Correct.
Yep.
It also struck the third base umpire as well. That's why you always cheat on the foul side of the chalk if you're on third.
Yep. And there's no getting out of the way of that one. Two strikes on Hussein. Jordan. Payoff. Pistol Pete can use a strikeout. Instead, Hussein lifted out into left. This is down for a base hit. Jordan wants 3. Jordan Hussein's got 3.
How about it? All that dude is hustle. The captain, the emotional leader, and this year, the vocal leader of the Texas Tailgaters, puts one in a gap on a payoff pitch and turns it into 3 bases, man. Big time answer back after the Party Animals just walked off the 6th and then any backflip on the home plate.
That was your 10-hole, Jordan Hussein with a rope. The 8, 9, and 10 hole. The Texas Tailgaters tonight, all former Party Animals.
Yep.
Matchups like these are personal for them, especially the way the Tailgaters got beat around by the Animals last year. This is a very different Texas team in 2026.
And they've reached base in 4 of those 9 plate appearances combined, those 3 guys.
Again, it's not hate, it's not animosity, but it is personal. You want to do well against the threads you used to wear. And we said it about each of those guys over the course of the last 2 or 3 years. They deserve to be everyday players somewhere.
Yes.
Taj Porter, Indy Stanley, Jordan Hussein, just those 3 guys we've been talking about here. They needed that somewhere. They got it with these Texas Tailgaters. Swing and a miss for Zach Watson.
And what Indiana Stanley, I think, outside of center fielders not named Jackie Bradley Jr., he ranges center field better than any other defensive center fielder in this sport. D.R. Meadows, all time when it comes to trick plays, but Indy's range out there.
Reese Hampton, I see, that's why I got to push back. I think Reese Hampton's, that guy makes things look routine. You've seen it.
Oh, Reese is incredible. I think before this year, Reese Hampton was the best defensive center fielder in the sport. But now Jackie Bradley Jr.
There is a guy named, but I mean, I would put Hampton's range next to JBJ's.
Really?
But think about age gap.
I'm not disagreeing
But
with you.
age gap too.
Yeah. Reese is how old? I know Jackie's 36.
Yeah, Reese is pushing 30.
Doesn't look like it.
Well, he's got the bald spot.
Well, don't we all these days, according to you?
Your hair is just thin, all right?
It always has been.
Yeah, Reese is about 20 days, 30 days out from his 30th birthday. Looks just like Cameron Stewart.
New voice of the Clowns, man.
Yeah.
Jordan Hussein, full head of hair. Him and Chase Acuff pushed each other a lot, learning from each other.
Yep.
And now you see what Jordan Hussein
That's
means
the
at
problem,
Tailgaters.
man, is they learned all their stuff at the Party Animals. You're exactly right. That's
Taj
the issue.
Porter
Yeah.
spent a lot of time with Bronny. Now is
Dalton Cornette, too. Back in the day.
26 straight games Taj has caught this year.
Swing and a miss. Again, if I'm the Texas Tailgaters, you got to force Pistol Pete to throw strikes because he's got the best pickoff move and the best junk on the Party Animals. He's wanting you to swing. He's daring you to swing. And if you do, that's what happens. Now, in the event, you just saw Jordan Hussein with a big base knock. It was 3-2. Pistol Pete had to put it in the zone.
But even then, sometimes, it's Andy. Pause on this conversation. He's been getting beat up back there tonight. Had a foul ball that knocked off his mask earlier. This one called his throwing hand. Ooh. Dude's tough. Kmart having another great night. Ball 4 sprint, double, and a 2-run single his last time up. Trying to get that average over 400.
That 493 OBP is just eclipsed 500. Came into the game at 493.
Still sitting on history, man. Needs just one more. Yeah. I need it, Drake told.
If this count gets to 3-2, he's got a real shot.
Yeah. He's been good against lefties this year as well.
The sound of the bat. That stuff you hear from Jordan Brewer, from Jake Skoll, Jackie Bradley Jr., Kyle Martin. That's a different kind of noise.
Kyle Martin, deep right center field. Reese Hampton looks up at the fence and has it for out number 3.
That is the second time tonight that we've seen warning track power from Kyle Martin. It's time for Don't Stop Believing as the Tailgaters lead the inning 1-0.
Everyone who's able to get up out of your seats, on your feet, get those light-up wristbands up in the air and waving side to side as we welcome Nashville's own Party Down to the field as we all join in together to sing Don't Stop Believing.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, the smell wine and for a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Stranger waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Say don't stop.
Oh, Drake, absolutely flabbergasted.
What's happening?
We're still in the middle of Don't Stop Believing, and Matthew Fletcher, the new Tailgaters, are.
There's a drum set on the it's on the field. The band is on the field. Matthew Fletcher in the game for the Texas Tailgaters. Andy Cosgrove into the bat. Jonathan Sunshine Looters. That's 2 of them.
Bucket, bucket! Make it 12-7 now in the trick play battle. Matthew Fletcher, the pride of LaSalle College, Division III's finest, just had 9 walks last year as a senior and has quickly been finding his groove. Bananaball had 2 scoreless innings his last outing out.
Brett, the Texas Tailgaters are very likely going to win the equalizer point tonight, which is no surprise. They'll be the best team in the Bananaball Championship League in that category.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be...
The Animals need runs and thus points very quickly.
It's going to be the 7th time. Obviously, if they hang on to the equalizer point, it's going to be the 7th time they've won it this year. And obviously, the Coconuts not an opportunity to win it tonight as the home team. So they will surpass the Coconuts as the team who's won it the most in this sport.
3-0.
Yeah, it's the same exact spot as the last one.
Right down Broadway. Let's see if Reeser tries for second. He's rolling right back to first.
Now, in a position, Drake, where you're on a bit of a time crunch, you might want to encourage Reese to try to get yourself in scoring position, also because you're trying to get that run. But that run means so much because who's hitting behind, as you see the stats this year from Matthew Fletcher, who's hitting behind Reese Hampton? TJ Reeves.
TJ Reeves, who is now tied for 5th in the Bananaball Championship League in home runs with 6 of them, as Tanner Thomas notched his 7th earlier tonight. Ooh, that's a fair ball, but Jordan Barks on top of it. Does not have time for the throw. It was just an incredible play to get Bananaball into glove. And TJ Reeves has a single that didn't leave the infield.
And for now, that saves the inning. That gets by Jordan Bart. Easily coming home right there is going to be Reese Hampton, and TJ Reeves ends up at second and would have represented the inning-winning run.
Yep. Chase Acuff. He's a swing away. Chosen has not hit a home run yet in 2026.
Remember what he did last year, albeit at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville?
Brett, can I give you a note on why I think this inning's unfolding the way it has for Fletcher?
Talk to me.
He got a quick first out, and he was taking his time coming off the mound. It's into left field, down for a base hit. Acuff loads him up. Fletcher's taking his time coming back to the mound, walking a bit, and he gets word from Justice and from Taj Porter, hey, hurry, go, we gotta go, the time,
and then you see Fletch.
You see it right now, he just lost the ball on the mound. Porter tossed it back to him, Fletcher couldn't catch it. He's gotten a little bit too sped up, and as you see, he's kind of jogging back to the mound. He is uncomfortable.
And this ain't the dude you want to be facing when you're...
No, already hit a home run tonight.
Yeah.
We've only seen one regulation grand slam in banana ball history. Tanner Thomas won't have it here, but he will have a walk-off. Here comes Mark Smith around third. T-Bone walks off the 7th. The Party Animals lead this ball game 3 points to 2. Tanner taking Thomas. Black and pink retake the lead. Going to the book, it's a double for Tanner.
Dude's my showman right now, in case anybody's wondering at home.
Yep. Now, remember, the score is 3 points to 3 points. If you consider the equalizer, let's take a look at our trick plays so far tonight. Most of them coming from the Texas Tailgaters. When we started off with the Party Animals, Garrett Delano. Getting in the action, the pitcher helping himself out. But man, Brett Loftus, no team has been better. The guys in pinstripes tonight, those Texas Tailgaters, they lead the trick play battle right now.
Yeah, they just continue to get double-digit trick plays. They continue to show up to the ballpark as the away team, and the home team has to know it's 1-0 when we show up with the equalizer point this year. And right now, I mean, the Party Animals would have to get Drake 5 trick plays in this inning to even tie up the trick play. And if it's me, Drake,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Concede.
Go out here.
100%. 100%. Let me say this, Brett. If you're watching right now, 10:15 Eastern time on the Party Animals YouTube page, you've probably seen a lot of banana ball. You're probably one of the OGs hanging out watching the sport. You know the game, right? This is some tier 3 banana ball. If you go forcing the issue right now, and you have 4 trick plays missed in this half inning trying to chase that equalizer, at that point, giving up 3 or 4 runs, losing this inning, and losing the equalizer, you bury yourself. At some point, you say, hey, let's let it play out. Let's give them that equalizer and go 3-3 into the 9th, or try to walk off this 8th.
Let me take you back. 2025 postseason, Game 2, Party Animals Tailgaters. Party Animals come out in the top of the 8th inning.
Yeah.
They try to win the equalizer point. They lose the 8th inning. They lose the equalizer point. Then it's a tie ball game. We end up going to showdown.
Yep.
Here tonight, you might as well already go. It's a 3-3 ball game, but the Party Animals can still win the 8th, as can the Texas Tailgaters. Dylan Porter's going to be the man to try to protect this 3-2 lead for now for the Party Animals.
Jordan Barth at the plate. He is the 4-hole for Texas. Barth have a tattoo of 2 seams that he can wear home for free tonight.
Second time tonight he's been hit by a pitch. That's why you wear the elbow guard.
Just, yeah, right above that guard. Throw on the mid and give way to Taylor Justice.
Oven mid, of course.
That's the 2nd time Jordan Barth's been hit tonight.
Yep.
No team has hit more batters than the Party Animals. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
And no team has been hit less than the Party Animals.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. They're givers, not takers. That pitch is there. Taylor Justice is really...
He never turns around or argues with umpires.
He's had a tough night with Hunter Ives behind the dish. He's given him a nod a couple times. Swing and a miss from Justice. And again, looks back at Hunter Ives, gives him a chirp, walks back to the dugout with a K.
Taylor, natural catcher. Right. Anytime you see a guy that catches, and especially with the mild and meekness of Taylor Justice, when he turns around and lets a home plate umpire go, hey, you took that AB away from me, that tells you everything you need to do.
And those 2 guys will get dinner together later.
They sure will.
The beauty of this organization, umpires to players, even broadcasters, all get dinner together after every game. A little inside banana ball for you. Yeah, I don't think the Party Animals defensively are thinking trick plays whatsoever right now.
They shouldn't be.
No.
should be worried about throwing up a 0.
Yep. It's a good pitch. Jose Gonzalez Jr. entered the game earlier tonight for Jason Arndt. After Arndt went 2 for 2, brother started his evening 1 for 1 with a single. 2-2 here. Swing and a miss. Dylan Porter, consecutive strikeouts in a massive moment. And what I love about this is Porter likes the pistol squat, the trick play, but given that there's a runner on first, he can't even consider it. Right. It would be an immediate pickoff.
Right.
So the decision's easy for Porter. Just go out and focus on pitching.
We also have a comment in the YouTube chat saying the Tailgaters should just go up there and strike out. They're still trying to win this inning.
Yeah.
And they're up by 5 trick plays. They've already won the equalizer.
They've won the equalizer effectively, yeah.
So you should be going up there still trying to produce runs in this scenario, even if you're the Tailgaters, which obviously they're trying to do, but some really good pitches here from Dylan Porter thus far. Max due here, man. Big time.
It'd be huge. Wow. That's a fair gripe from Dylan Porter and Andy Cosgrove behind the dish.
Swing the pendulum here. That's 2-2 now. It's 3-1.
Oh, my goodness. Big pitch coming from Dylan Porter. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here at the top of the 8th. Runner goes, doesn't matter. Dylan Porter. 3 straight strikeouts for the Party Animals. Calm, cool, collected. To the bottom of the 8th we go, and the Party Animals and Texas Tailgaters, now due to the equalizer point, are tied 3 points apiece. But the Animals can walk off the bottom of the 8th. Oh, they're devouring him. No, they're devouring him. They gotta stop. He's just a boy. Are they trying to take his belt off?
I don't know what they're doing.
What are they doing to him? Dalton Ponce untucking his shirt. They're getting his shirt off. What? Oh, he's getting a little spanking.
Can we show this?
I don't know what's happening.
Is it okay if we show this?
I'm not sure it's legal. Wow, okay. Dylan Porter.
Brett
Allen comes into the game to pitch for the Texas Tailgaters.
The bad man from Newcastle, Australia. Big time task for him, Greg Tolley. Come in here and protect now a tied ball game at 3-3 due to the equalizer point. Dottie, see the numbers inflated. His last time out, though, came in a pretty low leverage situation in Charlotte. He was able to win that ball game. Tailgaters were up 7-3 already, and they won the ball game. Had to just come in and get 3 outs. Did so in 3 batters. Now Brett comes in a much bigger scenario here for the boys in blue and orange tonight. Yep.
Pitching staffs have combined tonight for 16 strikeouts, by the way.
Is that good?
The Animals have dished out 11 to 5 for the Texas Tailgaters. Here comes Bryson Bloomer. He is your 8-hole here. Let's see if Mike Vivasas goes to the golden batter in that 9 spot for Dustin Baber. That's what he's been doing quite a bit this year. Is Bloomer up the middle. Tough play for Hussein. Yes!
Great job by Taylor Justice to reestablish himself back on the bag there. Heck of a play by J5. And then look at this. Justice, we'll see it right here.
Good angle.
Reestablishes his foot back on the bag. Yep. And look at this. Babas is at the dish. No golden batter here, Drake.
And that means effectively the Party Animals will not use their golden batter tonight. Because going into the 9th, you'll have the top of your order due up.
Yeah, if you go 3 up, 3 down here in 8, 9,
Correct.
10, you're going to have 1, 2, 3 due up in the 9th.
Correct. That's why you look at using the golden batter in the 8th here.
100%. Tailgaters have done that the whole year as well.
Yep.
They've golden battered
it's the right
every time.
Yeah, it's the right strategy. I'm not saying you got to do it for Baber. You can do it for Bloomer, Baber, Ballard, whoever you'd like to. But it is the right move and a great take from Dustin Baber. It is the right move to go golden batter in the 8th here, given where the order is.
No disrespect to anybody else on the bottom of the order. I'm definitely not golden battering for Mikey Ballard.
Yep.
Even though he's your 10 hole.
Right. On Dustin Baber. Cojones works the ball for sprint. Who needs the golden batter for the Ginger Ninja? We can work an AB like that. That's a stand-up plate appearance and a free 90 feet. Oh. Mikey, the rookie. Mikey Ballard, roped into left. And it is off the glove of Zach Watson. Baber's rounding third. Mikey Ballard may have just given the Party Animals the lead going into the ninth, and he did. Dustin Baber, gutsy Mikey Ballard delivers. It is 4-3. The Animals lead with a save opportunity headed their way in the ninth.
Told you I wasn't golden batter for Mikey Ballard.
And you shouldn't golden batter for Dustin Baber either. Mike Vivasa says, I trust my guys. Bat in their hand. And it's 4-3 Animals. Party Panda send us to the ninth.
Well, this means it's time to take a look up at the scoreboard. Through 8 innings, the Party Animals lead 4 points to 2. However, the Tailgaters have clinched the equalizer point by having more trick plays than the Party Animals, which makes our score 4-3 as we head to the final inning. But here's the thing about bananaball fans: in the final inning, every single run scored counts as a point, which means the Tailgaters need to score at least once here in the top of the ninth to send us to the bottom half. Nashville, your energy has been electric all game long, but we are not done yet. It all comes down to this. This is the final inning.
Here we go. The ninth nearly underway, but the Party Animals and Texas Tailgaters teams have taken the field for a special guest.
Grammy nominee with 14 #1 singles and over 9 billion streams, country music superstar, Chris Young!
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave. I just had that one drink, and we've all gotta be up early, boys. We ought to shut her down, just take it to the house before anybody starts getting crazy. So started walking across the floor before I got to the door. Oh no, somebody just bought a shot of that Patron. Hang on, I just might have to stay on off with the time y'all having to come so long gone. I should be halfway home, but all now. Sitting on a stool, maybe sit next to me, and I ain't moving. They won't cut us off till I say so. Right now I ain't got nowhere to go, no, no, no. I didn't come here to leave, I want the whole bottle. I didn't come in for one, I came in full throttle. Between the bartenders and friends I ain't seen. The way I'm leaving it too, I didn't come here to leave. Taking tequila shots and singing all night long. I'm taking over the playlist and playing sad songs. One of those nights I need to set myself free. Damn right I came here to stay. I didn't come here to leave. I didn't come here to leave. My buddy Brandon owns a record for single season touchdown throws. And good old Johnny's alive of every party time cheers. I know him everywhere he goes. I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of. Back in Davidson County, our crowd is second to none. I'm unknown here in this big city we're in. When I go back home, I got some famous friends. Yeah, I do.
Chris Young, special guest of the Party Animals, showing some love to the Texas Tailgaters. What a way to send us to the 9th inning.
14 #1 hits. That's a star,
crazy,
man. It's my childhood, dude.
14 more than me.
Hey, by the way, that red F-150, that's hurt a lot of Chris Young over the years.
That is one less than Kyle Martin home runs this year to give you that perspective.
Speaking of that guy, you see 8, 9, and 10 due up for the Tailgaters.
Yep.
I would surmise a golden batter would be used here, obviously, at the top of the ninth.
Brett, we said that earlier, a couple savvy plate appearances from Indy Stanley, who's worked some ball four sprints. Hussein's 2 for 3 with a single and a triple, I should say. I mean, those are all 3 guys. Well, yep, Kyle Martin's. Well, there you go.
That spoils that.
Yep, well, don't have to really talk about that one anymore.
By the way, Indy and Taj both have their bats, so.
Yep, that would mean that likely Jordan Hussein out of the 10 hole will be golden batted for by Kyle Martin.
Likely.
Take everything I was going to say and throw that one away. All right, it's the 9th inning. All 3 that are slated up, Porter, Stanley, and Hussein, former Party Animals. Taj Porter will get a shot. He's 0 for 3, struck out his last time at the plate. Porter faced 4 guys in the 8th. Hit the first one, struck out the next 3. How did we get here, man? It feels like the Texas Tailgaters in the middle of this contest had control over the game.
Party Animals, 7th and 8th innings. You mentioned it, Matthew Fletcher got sped up here in the world's fastest. Tanner Thomas, 2-run walk-off double there in the 7th.
Allen, yeah. This is not on Brett Sanchez at all.
Shove tonight.
Oh my! Clutch single from Taj Porter. His first base hit of the game is a big one.
Massive storyline now as Taj gets on it first. Jacob Peppersig, who's been picked off twice tonight, is going to come in to run.
First time he was picked off, Garatolina was screaming at him, daring him to run. Took 2 steps off the bag, picked off. Second time he was gunned down, it was that savvy lefty Peter Holden, who's got the best pickoff move in the sport. Comes Indy Stanley. Teammates with Dylan Porter on the Party Animals in 2024. Swing and a miss.
Corpus Christi, Texas. Game 1, Indiana Stanley. Solo shot in the top of the 9th to tie that ball game up at 3-3 against the Firefighters. He could get a go-ahead shot here, Drake. I'm just saying.
Up and out from Porter. The 1-2. What fight from Indy Stanley. Stanley fights.
These 10,000 people here, Drake, they're loud.
This environment, the 9th inning in bananaball, incredible. After a couple of foul balls, Porter misses. 2-2. Stanley on the infield, Swan's there. And here comes the golden batter of the Texas Tailgaters, and it can only be one man, one bat. Welcome to the unction.
The Texas Tailgaters are invoking the golden batter rule. Now batting in place of Jordan Hussein is the Tailgaters' golden batter. Please welcome Kyle Kmart Martin.
17th golden batter appearance of the year, Drake told. That is a bananaball record. 15 home runs this year. Tied the single season bananaball record. Right here, the most important stat, he represents the go-ahead point for the Texas Tailgaters at the top of the ninth.
Porter's gonna fill the zone up for him. Good on good. What does that right arm have? Swing and a miss.
Kmart's first home run in this sport came as a golden batter in Frisco, Texas.
Pippersick off of first. Pippersick runs. And a foul ball from Kyle Martin sends Pippersick back to first. The count is 0-2. Will Porter attack or waste one? No balls, 2 strikes on the golden batter Kyle Martin, the league's best hitter. A tick outside for Dylan Porter. One ball, 2 strikes. Porter. Double play ball. There's one. No chance for 2. A fielder's choice from the golden batter Kyle Martin and Zach Watson. 1 for 4 tonight, has struck out 3 times. The game is in his hands.
Also important to note here, Drake, Kmart will not be the one running it first. Jordan Hussein, who hit in place up, can go run it first. So you do still have plus speed on the base path.
And if Watson reaches, no need to. You can go back to Pippersick. Swing and a miss. Dylan Porter can close out night 1 in Nashville and send the Party Animals back to 500 on the campaign. Swing and a miss. Dylan Porter's right arm can boost the Animals to their 3rd straight victory. Thrown out, it's over! The Party Animals knock off the #1 team in the Bananaball Championship League on night 1 in Nashville off the arm of Andy Cosgrove. 4-3 the final score. In Bananaball's most stoic rivalry, it comes down to Jacob Pippersick being picked off twice. Jordan Hussein, a flub at second base, and the Animals take advantage of the mistakes. And now the boys dance. two meet. This is just game one in the middle of June in a series in Nashville. But it feels so much bigger when these two get together. The Party Animals have not been 500 since the last time they played the Texas Tailgaters in Sacramento, California. Maddie Warren's down on the field, though, before we even get to our show of the night with our special guest, Chris Young.
Hey guys, I'm here with Chris Young, like you said, and we are just honored that you took time out of your day to be here for bananaball, but even more so because you've had kind of a crazy day to get here. Walk me through today's schedule for you.
Yeah, well, it's Nashville, so of course it was trying to rain on everybody. Luckily, it didn't do that. It cleared out. There's an amazing game, but I was actually at the Opry right before I walked out on the field. So I played the Opry tonight, played stuff for my new album, I Didn't Come Here to Leave, with Shaylin and Breland, and then got to come out here and be a part of Bananaball tonight. It was absolutely amazing.
Now you got here, like you said, you got here, hit the ground running, did your performance, but you got to catch about a half inning of bananaball. What'd you think?
I mean, obviously I've watched it on TV. Everybody, if you've never been, you need to come experience this in person. It is so much fun. Everybody here is absolutely fantastic. All the players, all the staff, everybody's just been incredibly nice. You got to come see a game in person.
Hey, coming from the guy who performed at the Opry stage and then came right here, Brett, Drake, Chris Young.
Yeah, let's take a visit back. Thank you, Maddie. Chris Young, to his performance earlier tonight. And by earlier, I mean about 12 minutes ago. He brought both teams in and brought the house down, 10,000 strong here in Nashville, watching a live performance from a guy who also gave a live performance at a little place called the Grand Ole Opry, about 15 minutes away from us, an hour ago.
Yeah, I mean, that's the most prestigious place you can play in all of country music. And then Chris Young, like you said, comes to the Bananaball game, 14 #1 hits. He's been playing big-time music for over a couple decades. And I tell you what, Jake Skull, a guy who's been playing all the hits in Bananaball for quite some time. I'd say the face of the Party Animals, wouldn't you? Our showman of the night,
double
Maddie.
Duty for Maddie Warren, huh?
Our showman of the night, without a doubt, after that home run that I didn't get to talk to you after. So sorry about that. Beautiful hit and a walk-off in the inning. You were just seeing the ball great at the plate today. What were you seeing up there?
I mean, I was just trying to go up the middle. I mean, I think hitting is all luck. And if you get the opportunity to get a good swing on a ball, you get a good swing. And, I mean, there's 7 fielders out there that you got to, get a hit with. Like, pretty impossible. Just got lucky. That's all it was.
Now, you started the season coming back from some injury recovery, so you were really just hitting at the plate, not really playing in the field. Had a little bit of a frustrating first at-bat, but make an insane catch in left field. How nice is it to be back to being able to kind of write some things on the other side of the ball instead of having things just be happening at the plate?
I mean, you just got to separate it. Defense and hitting are two different things. And, yeah, I mean, this offseason I was in a sling for a good bit of it. And, I mean, rehab, got the best trainers around. I mean, surrounded by a bunch of people that with a bunch of love and people that I love hanging out with every single day. So it's easy to go to work every single day when you're with a bunch of people that are great people and you love. So, I mean, they've had my support the whole time. And, it's two different games, defense and hitting. Once again, we just got lucky, and we're just trying to work together and go as far as we can with this bad boy.
Now, your walk-up. You came back and asked if it looked good. It looked great. Unbiased opinion, it looked fantastic. How therapeutic was it to be able to key a car?
It was actually really nice. So keying a car and slamming a bat on it a couple times, keying the seats. It unleashed something in me today. It's probably why I had a good day out here. I just let loose.
Now, really quick, Nashville, super loud crowd, super fun time last night. What do you have to say about the city?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Love Nashville. It's always a great crowd. We love coming back here. Hopefully we come every single year. How you doing? Howdy up.
Couldn't have said it better myself, guys. Finish it up.
Wow, thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Tanner Thomas, down on the field, the showman of the game, Tanner Thomas. He did it with the entertainment. He keyed a car tonight, Brett. And
Legally, by the way.
Legally. We did make sure with the local Nashville Police Department he could key that car. The answer was yes. It was a clunker. He gave a little thank you back to Brett Sanchez after taking him along for the 7th home run of Thomas's year. He is now tied at second in the Bananaball Championship League in home runs with those 7 Thomas notched one. Kyle Martin did not. We're still on history watch the rest of this weekend for Kmart and his 16th home run that we know is going to come at some point. Tanner Thomas was the star this evening, though.
Yeah, Kmart, short note, missed both of them by about a combined 5 feet.
Yeah,
but Tanner Thomas didn't miss his at all. He was special tonight, man. I mean, the home run he ended up hitting in the 5th.
Yep.
It didn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. But that 2-run walk-off double he hit, I felt like was a pretty pivotal changing point in this ballgame. Animals right there already knew that they're going to concede the equalizer point.
Yep.
Take a 3-2 lead. Tailgaters then win the equalizer point 3-3, and then they walk off the 8th inning, and end up winning the ball game 4-3. And the Texas Tailgaters 5-game winning streak comes to an end. Why? Because they're facing the team that had their number all of 2025, and so far, the only team with a winning record against them in 2026, albeit just 2-1, the Animals against the Tailgaters.
Party Animals have taken 2 out of 3 now against Joe Mikulik and company after splitting in Sacramento. That was 3 months ago, and I mentioned that was the last time the Party Animals were above 500. They would fall back to 500, below 500 the week later in Conway, South Carolina against the Loco Beach Coconuts, and finally back to 16-16. For the Texas Tailgaters, 20-12 on their campaign, still number 1 in the Bananaball Championship League. And, Brett, again, I think tonight what you got are 2 experienced Bananaball teams that love but hate playing one another because it is as mature, as respectful as this game gets.
Yeah, what do they call the Auburn-Georgia game every year? Clean old-fashioned hate?
Yep.
This is clean old-fashioned love when
Yep.
the Party Animals Tailgaters play each other. But they're extremely competitive. I think these are the 2 most competitive bunches in the entire sport. But on top of that, they know how to play the sport of bananaball, which is why you see these instant classics almost every time they play each other. And yet again tonight, it came down to about 3 mistakes the Tailgaters made, and the Party Animals made you pay for it. Also, got to show some love to Peter Holden, man. He was special tonight. I mean, Garrett Delano kind of unraveled in that 5th inning, giving up 4 runs. Peter Holden comes right back in and just shuts down the Tailgaters offense, only gives up 1 run across 2 innings. I felt like that was the pivotal moment in this ball game where you stopped the momentum of the offense for the Tailgaters, and then that allowed the Party Animals floodgates to come right back up.
It's something the Animals have not gotten a lot this season, and that is really strong back half pitching where Holden was able to shut the door, and then in comes Dylan Porter. He was spectacular in both the 8th and the 9th. And the Texas Tailgaters on the other side just couldn't find it out of the bullpen. There was a point in this game, the 7th inning, where I thought distinctly, top 7, the Texas Tailgaters were in control of this game. They are pushing toward a win by a point or 2 against the Party Animals. And then again, those late arms came alive for the black and pink. The bats were there in the clutch when they needed to be. And that word, clutch, is not something that's followed the Party Animals a ton in 2026. Once they catch on, and Reese Hampton told me this in Las Vegas about a month and a half ago. He said, listen, come mid-June, mid-July, I'd much rather be the Party Animals. I want to be the veterans of the sport. The Tailgaters have a lot of that as well. I think these 2 teams, I wouldn't be surprised if they finish toward the top of the Bananaball Championship League.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is the Bananaball matchup, which I know is crazy to say on June the 18th. I don't think it'll be that crazy in October.
And so I want to go back. I want to tie it all together. 2011 Alabama.
Yep.
That was the comp for the Texas Tailgaters. The one team that Alabama squad lost to, you know who it was?
LSU.
2011 LSU. It's what it looked like tonight.
You know who they beat in the national title game that year?
That's right.
LSU.
That rematch, Alabama and LSU. It's what it felt like today, seeing 2 juggernauts of this sport go toe-to-toe. And again, the respect all over the field.
What about tomorrow in Bananaball?
Let's look at tomorrow in Bananaball. Cincinnati. Cameron Stewart's on ESPN. That's right.
What?
7 o'clock. 1 Cameron Stewart?
What?
2 Cameron Stewart?
What?
And a Bloody Mary. The Texas Tailgaters, the Party Animals, right back here at First Horizon Park. We'll be with you 8:30 Eastern Time on True TV, as well as for free on the Party Animals YouTube page. Firefighters and Coconuts, Delta Dental Stadium.
I love that ballpark, man.
Manchester, New Hampshire, and the Bananas and the Clowns on ESPN. They've been running. You watched ESPN this week? College World Series.
Yep.
Down in the bottom right-hand corner, it says Savannah Bananas and the Indianapolis Clowns.
Bananaball.
Bananaball.
How about what else ESPN is doing? Coming out with the E60 special on the
Oh
Clowns.
my gosh, I'm
special.
gonna cry myself to
Me
sleep
too.
tomorrow. Tomorrow night, ESPN will run a full-length feature on the Indianapolis Clowns, their history, and then now the resurrection in Bananaball. We're incredibly excited for that, for the growth of the sport. And what a night it was here. 4-3, the final score. Party Animals over the Texas Tailgaters. Chad Reese did an incredible job producing. Always a pleasure to work with. We had Chris Haynes, punching the little boop,
Hooper.
boop, 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 boop.
Hooper.
This camera, that camera, pow, pow. Down to the field, Matty Warren talking to the players, talking to Chris Young, too. Shout out to him for being on hand tonight in the sport of banana.
You might see some more special people this weekend.
I got chills. I know who the special guests are tomorrow, and I just got chills. Very excited to hang out with those cats, male or female.
Good.
And always a pleasure to share the booth with you. It's been too long.
Way too long. Can't be kept apart for 3 more months.
No, this weekend in Midland, Texas in a couple weeks,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
soak it all in. For Brett Loftus standing next to me, I am Drake Toll. As always, after a Party Animals victory, good night and party on.
Peter Holden.
Babus.